Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. Back with some more STEINS Gate. It'll be a short stream, probably about minimum 1 hour and a half. I want to go at least maybe 2 hours, possibly a little longer. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get right into it. He soon finds the Jellyman's report. Oh, actually, before I do that, I just remembered. I forgot that Twitch does default the audio of the alerts. Oh, hey, Kim. What's up? How are you today? What is it? It's alerts? Oop, nope, alerts. Edit alerts. Channel points. Yeah, it's up to 50. Let's change that back down to 5. I don't know why Twitch doesn't save it. It just keeps defaulting it, changing it back. Good, I miss you. I miss you too. Okay, I fixed the alert so they won't be so loud. He soon finds the Jellyman's report. It required a second password authentication, which Daru broke through easily. Ready? I'm opening it. Daru looks at me and Kurisu. I wet my parched lips and nod. The air in the lab suddenly seems thicker. Unable to escape through the closed window, it surrounds us with an oppressive heat. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief, then timidly presses the enter key. The file opens. At first glance, it looks like a resume. There's a photograph at the top right. The top left has name, age, height, weight, and other information. In the center is a long string of English text. Underneath that, there's something attached, like a scan of a newspaper clipping with a black and white photo. And then I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman's report means. Jellyman's report 10. Subject, James McCarthy, age 31, American. What the hell is that thing? Z program, stage 4. Date of experiment 2005, January 28, T1305. Kurisu bends over Daru's shoulder, reading the contents out loud. Results, error. Human is dead, mismatch. That again? It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure passage through the singularity inside the Kerr black hole. April 3rd, 1921, New York City. An identified man was discovered dead in an alley off Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall. Oh, that's what that is. So he's inside the wall. Oof. It sounds like Kurisu is reading the newspaper article at the end. The man's body was completely jellified. Jellified, you say? Like our bananas? Up, chapter 3. I was this close. That's all I had to do in my last stream. The ticking of the clock is like a hammer inside my head. It's past 2 a.m. The window is closed and the lab is silent, but for the humming of the computer, we stare at the gruesome image displayed on the monitor, speechless. I was right. We're in too deep. I half expect guys in black suits and sunglasses to kick down the door and drag us off to a secret military prison. Better make sure the door's locked.
なんだこれ
What's going on here? Daru breaks the silence with a disbelieving whisper.
ゼリーマンって
They
ゲル化したってこ
jellified
と
someone? Upon hearing the familiar word jellified, I reflexively look at the bunch of bananas placed next to the computer. There's only one banana left. We didn't have a single successful experiment today, so none of them were jellified. But I don't think this is a mere coincidence. The jellified bananas produced by the phone wave name subject to change, the jellified corpses produced by SERN's experiments. They seem identical in nature.
人体実験か
They're experimenting on people. Harisu speaks calmly, despite her grim expression. She doesn't even avert her eyes from the gruesome image.
しかも完全ではないけど
And this means
タイ
they've
ムトラベルを
created a
成功
time
させて
machine, doesn't it?
もらえるわねこれ
Even if it's not perfect. Eh? I'm still in shock, so I don't quite grasp the meaning of Karisu's words.
この新聞記事1921年のニューヨーク
This New York Times article is from 1921,
およそ90年前
90 years ago.
見て
Look. Harisu points to part of the black and white photograph, her finger shaking slightly. So he looks like that because he's been jellified. He's turned into like gel, partially. At least on like the outside, his skin. The jellified corpse of a man. He's pointing to his shoulder, which has writing on it. Oh. That would have been way before they were a company, so no one would ever put that together. Which perhaps it was printed on his clothes. It's fused onto the jellified body, but you can somehow manage to read it.
セルつまりセルンは LHC を使
SERN?
ったタイムトラベル実験で
I've been saying CERN. Should I try to say it like they do? SERN?
送り込んだ
So, SERN used the LHC to send someone back to 1921?
生きたままという
It looks like they failed to keep him alive, though.
ゼリーマンズレポートはこれだけか
Is this the only report?
いやまだ結構ある
No, there's more. Looks like
14人分か
14
な
people in total.
もしもゼリーマンということ
More
が
jelly men?
ゲル化した
That means more jellified people. That's why
その
the
数だけ
jelly man report.
人体実験の犠牲者がいる
The jellified jelly people. I see. More victims of human experimentation. I swallow hard. I'm awfully thirsty. You know what? Same. Let me drink some water. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and wet my throat.
他のも見せてくれ
Show me the others. Daru pulls up another report. Without being told to, Harisu begins translating out loud.
ジェリーマンズレポート9
Jellyman's Report 9.
被験者ダン・ストレイ
Subject, Dan Straysky, age 26, Canadian.
Z プログラム4
Z Program 4, Date of Experiment, 2004,
14時10分
September 6. T, 1410. Oh, time. That's the time. What was the time on the other one? I think it said 13.5?
実験結果エラー Human is
Results, error.
ミスマッチ
Human is dead, mismatch.
新聞記事の切り抜きの方は
The newspaper clipping,
これ
I
フラン
think
ス
it's
語
in
ね
French.
私
I
も
can't
読め
read
ない
it.
2001年の1月
You can read the date though. January 31st,
というのを認め
2001.
る。
場所は
The location is Pau, France, I guess. 2001. That's fairly recent. A pretty big difference from James McCarthy, who jumped nearly 90 years back to 1921. Daru calls up a machine translation, giving us the following. January 31st, 2001. Collapsed male corpse discovered in forest outside Pau, France. Its left foot was fused to a tree trunk, and the body had jellified. Daru goes to the next report.
ジェリーマンズレポート8
Jellyman's Report 8.
被験者リンダ・ヒル
Subject Linda Hall, age 25, British. So a woman this time?
Z プログラム4実験日
Z Program 4, date of experiment 2004, February 15th, time 13:45.
実験結果
So 1 o'clock, 1:45.
ヒューマンイズデッド ミスマッチ
Results, error. Human is dead, mismatch.
1972年10月
October 2nd, 1972, the jellified body of a woman was discovered on the streets of
ジェリー状になった女
Dharma
性の遺体を
Puri
発見
in Tamil Nadu, India. I messed up a lot of that, but that's fine.
遺体は放置された後で車にひかれた跡があり
There were signs that the body had been run over by a car. Daru goes to the next page.
ジェリーマンズレポート7
Jellyman's Report 7.
被験者ミハイル・ラング
Subject
33歳
Michael Lang,
出身
age 33, German.
Z プログラム4
Z Program 4, date of experiment 2002, October 8,
13時28
time
分
13:28.
実験結果エラー
Results,
ヒューマンイズデッド
error. Human is dead, mismatch. The article clipping is written in Japanese. So what's the mismatch? The person themselves or the way they sent them back? Like the procedure? It looks like a pre-war newspaper. May 24th, 1936. The corpse of what is believed to be a jellified human was discovered at the base of Mount Hiei in Kyoto. It was in a damaged state, possibly from having slid down the slope. It even happened in Japan. I've never heard this story before. It was pre-war though, so I guess someone born in the 90s like me would have no way of knowing about it. Next page. The picture shows a beach, beautiful but for the jellyfish-like body lying on the sand. It must have washed ashore.
ジェリーマンズレポート6
Jellyman's Report 6.
被験者マーク・ヒューズ
Subject Mark
30歳
Hughes.
出身アメリカ
Hughes. Mark Hughes, age 30, American.
Z プログラム4実験日
Z
2002
Program
年
4,
8月
date of
23
experiment
12時52
2002,
分
August 23rd, time 12:52.
実験結果エラー
Result, error. Human is dead, mismatch.
1985年7月
On July 1st, 1985, a strange body washed ashore on the coast of Streymoy Faroe Islands.
それは成人男性のようにも見え
It
るが
appeared to be the body of an
クラゲ
adult
のよう
male,
なブヨブヨ
but its
の
flesh was
物体
soft like that of a
であり生きては
jellyfish.
いない
Some of the island's
島の住民た
inhabitants
ちの
believed that it was the body of a
半魚
mermaid.
人の死が肩と見られる場所にはセルンという刻印があったが
The inscription SERN was found near the body's shoulder, but SERN denies any involvement.
まだ見る？
Keep looking?
もう十分だ。
I've seen enough. There are 14 of these people?
発見場所が世界中に散らばっている
The sites are
この
spread
結果
throughout
か
the
ら
world.
どんな会話
What can we deduce from
導き出
this?
せるのかしら
That they had no time over location? Not time. They had no control. I meant control. They have no control over location? Or maybe that's the mismatch they're talking about? I don't know.
その場所へ送り込もうとしたのだろう。
They must have sent them to those places.
そうは思えない。無計画すぎ
I
る。
don't think so. It's too random.
カーブラックホールが
There was something about curved black holes and gravity,
それが原
right?
因じゃ
Isn't that the cause?
超重力による無限圧縮。
It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject could not endure a passage through the curved black hole's singularity.
そう書いてあった。
And that's what it said.
カーブラックホールって
What's a curved black
普通のブラッ
hole?
クホールとなんか違う
Is it different from a regular black hole?
理論上存在を予言されているブラッ
It's a
クホール。
theoretical black hole with a rotating singularity. Their existence hasn't been proven yet. Not that there's any way to prove one exists. Curved black hole. Where have I heard that term before? John Titor?
そうか。ジョン・タイター。
That's right. John Titor. Titor said his time machine used curved black holes.
タイターはこう言っていた。
According to Titor,
2034年に
SERN finished their
セル
time
によって
machine
タイム
in
マシン開発に成
2034.
功したと。
Then Titor himself came from 2036.
2036年からや
It
って
makes sense for Titor and SERN to be using the same time travel technology. Harisu closes her eyes in deep thought.
カーブラックホールを作るなんて。
Creating curved black
そんなの
holes,
めちゃくちゃよ。
that's
下
insane.
手したら
If you screw up,
飲み込ま
it
れ
could
かね
swallow
ない
the
んだ
earth.
よ。
And besides,
そもそも
curved black holes are just a theoretical construct.
仮説であって。
タイターの予言は現実であり、
If Titor's predictions are a reality, then that means the LHC worst case scenario video on
ほぼ
Mewtwo
事
was
実にな
right.
りつつある
YouTube?
ということ
Seriously?
だ。
タイターの予言は知らんけど
I don't know about Titor's predictions, but I've seen the problem video
2、3
before.
年前に話題になってた
It
よ
was on the
な
news 2 or 3 years ago.
ブラックホール内部は尋常
The
じゃない重
gravitational
力
forces inside a
そ
black
こを
hole
通れ
are
ば
unbelievably
確かに時間移動は
powerful.
可能かもしれないけ
It's
ど
certainly possible that passing through one could allow time displacement. But there's no way a human could do that and come out alive. Well, correct, looking at those pictures, but at the same time, it looks like they eventually perfected it.
だからこそゼリーマン化している。
That must be how those people got jellified.
ゼリーマンどころか素粒子レベ
It
ルまで
wouldn't
分
just
解され
jellify
る
you, it would tear you apart particle from particle. That's what a black hole does.
議論するよりタイムマシンについて
Before
の
we
資料を
discuss
漁った
this,
方が早いんじゃね
shouldn't we look through the rest of their time machine research? Daru's already started pulling up new documents. I'm suddenly afraid. Is it okay to keep hacking SERN like this? Should I stop him? I'm the one who asked him to do it, but things have gotten serious now. But at the same time, irresistible curiosity wells up inside me. Time travel is becoming a reality. I want to know that it's true. I can't stop now.
あった Z プログラムの中にタイムトラベル理論について解説し
See,
て
on
るファ
one
イルがある
hand, the smart thing to do would be to let this go and live your life. But there was something earlier, I think what John said. John said that if you change the past, that it'll just... the entire timeline will just become that change. Like, everything, that will just become the normal. Like, things, I don't know, like, there's some things that will still happen, but the lead up to it happening will have changed. And it'll be like that was always the case, right? What I mean is, like, these people are trying to... they're trying to control time so that they can, like, speed up mankind's progress. So they would go back in time and discover or invent things earlier. Oh, hey, Moon. Welcome in, Moon. Welcome in, Raiders. Let's see, what does it say about you this time? Moontouch City just raided in from Death Stranding. This chaotic casual variety gamer is all about those missed gaming opportunities. They're here for a chill hangout vibe, perfect for lurking or joining the fun. Expect a mix of PC and PS4 games with plenty of gizmos and thingamajigs along the way. That sounds very real. But welcome in, Moon. Welcome in, Ty got a 90 days ban. Does that mean this is a second account until that other one gets back? Unless you've lost it? Or is that just a funny name? Well, welcome in, Raiders. My name is Carl Wolf. I'm a variety gamer, typically playing story games mainly. Playing point-and-click adventure games, playing visual novels, playing RPGs, maybe even some survival games. Right now I'm playing STEINS, which is a very, very heavy visual novel. There's not too much gameplay in this one, which I don't mind. The quote-unquote gameplay is usually you fiddling with your phone a little bit. But it's mainly just a visual novel. But the story is kind of interesting. But for those who aren't too interested in visual novels, I understand if you feel like dipping. But welcome in, everyone. And I hope you had a good stream, Moon. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying they want to progress mankind's progress faster, so they can go back in time and do inventions sooner and learn things sooner, so that it would become like it was always that way. And by the time we get to like the 2000s, we'd be even further along than we were, and they could keep repeating this. So instead of just waiting centuries into the future of mankind progressing technology and whatnot into like space age and all that, we could just keep looping back over and over and progress faster that way. It's a slightly complicated story, but I did get banned for 90 days, but I'm not breaking any TOS on Twitch or anything. All right, got it. Fair enough. Understood. Welcome in. Stream was good, but I had to end to sleep. Ah, fair enough. Well, I hope you do have a good rest then. Definitely relax and chill. Work tomorrow. Oh, yeah, work. Thankfully, I have the weekend off. I don't work until Monday. It is an 8-hour shift Monday, but at least I don't work until Monday. Definitely have a good rest and try not to work too hard tomorrow. So as I was saying, if that's what CERN is up to, that could be a problem. And I feel like we shouldn't let them do that. Because that could like get in the way of certain people existing and whatnot. That could mess up things in a bad way, even if it does progress us quickly. I feel like we're better off with natural progression than what they're going for. I will try. See you all soon. All right. Bye, Moon. See you later. I'll see you in either your next stream, my next stream, or whoever else's next stream. Here we go. There's a file in the Z program that explains time travel theory. That was pretty easy to find. SERN should have better security. Their security's fine. I'm just too good. Daru is my favorite right arm. Exactly, yeah. I thought he was your super hacker. Hacker. Yeah, he doesn't like being called Haka, but Rintaru likes to call him Haka for some reason. Speaking of names that he likes to call people, that is not their name. So what does it say, Christina? This is in English too, so I have no choice but to rely on my assistant. Again, not your assistant. Can you give me some time to read it? Harisu's eyes dart left and right across the lines. Her earlier reluctance has vanished. It looks like she's as curious as I am. No way. But this is... Is Titor really... What are you muttering about? Tell me what it says. Oh, right. You know, this feels like one big joke. What do you mean? It's almost the same. The same as Titor's theory. Basically, The LHC smashes protons together at 99.99991% the speed of light. By doing so, they compress a mass of 10 negative 24 kilograms into an extremely tiny space of whatever she is saying. 10 negative 19? Is that supposed to be like squared though? What's with the, or to the 19th power or something? I don't remember my math.
日本語で OK、3行で。
In Japanese, please. 3 lines max.
すごく狭い場所。
A
すごく
small
小さい
mass
質量。
thrust into a narrow space
無理やりねじ込む。
with great force. Like a Rasengan with Naruto. That explanation's too vague. Yeah, speaking of, otaku, please.
その説明はエロすぎだろ、上皇。
Oh, God. Here we go. That explanation's too erotic.
は？どこがど
は？
うエロいのよ。
What part of it is erotic?
は？
Ah! Oh my God. Yeah. Poor Kurisu. Hashida, you pervert!
そういうマキセ氏もなかなか
Sounds like you have a pretty good imagination yourself.
一緒にすんな。
I'm not like you. Her blushing cheeks make her denial less than effective.
アホは相手にするな、クリスティーナ。
Don't listen to this fool, Christina. Continue.
何の話だっ
What
け？
were we talking about? You were talking about pushing things into narrow spaces.
無理やりねじ込む話。
Yeah, that. Thrusting with great force.
陽子の圧縮の話だ。
Proton compression.
その圧縮が成功する
Right.
と、
Successful compression generates a microsingularity, which...
ミクロ特異点？
A microsingularity? Not a mini black hole.
意味はほとんど同じだ。
Same thing, essentially.
特異点はいわば
A singularity is the core of a black
ブラッ
hole.
クホールの中心だからな。
このミクロ特異点が2つある
This
ブラックホー
process
ルを
generates a
作るの。
black hole with 2 microsingularities. A black hole with 2 cores. Like a cowlet with 2 hairs. No, I don't think that's it. What is with that example?
擬人化希望。
Explain with cute girls. Please don't.
はいはい。
Don't say
ミクちゃ
fine.
ん
What do you
と
mean
クロちゃんで
fine?
いいか？
Fine. Say there are 2 cute girls. Mi-chan and Kro-chan.
姉妹とか燃えるぜ、はあはあ。
Sisters are Mo.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは電子を与えると
By
自由に
feeding
操れる
Mick-chan
よう
and
になる
Kro-chan electrons, you can make them do whatever you want.
電気ショックで拷問か。
Elec-
それなんてエロゲー？
Electric shock torture? Is some kind of arrow?
操作できるようになった2人を
So you force them to rotate at an extremely high velocity.
すると理論的
And then,
に
theoretically,
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんは2
Mick-chan and
人とも
Kro-chan transform into magical girl ring singularity.
変身バンクですね。わかります。
Cue stock transformation scene. Got it. Well, it looks like these two have found a common wavelength.
これでカーブラッ
And
ク
the
ホール
resulting black hole
効果が出る
exhibits what's called the Kerr effect.
そもそもカーブラックホール
Well, what are
って何ぞ？
Kerr black holes
さ
anyway?
っき回転
You
して
said they
いる
spin,
って言
but
ったけど
what does that mean?
そのままの意味
Exactly what it sounds like.
でもブラックホールって普通回転してるじゃね？
But don't black holes usually spin? I mean, there's a whirlpool around the hole, right?
その回転しているように見え
The
る部
part
分
that
は
looks like it's spinning is just the surrounding matter being sucked into the black hole.
周囲の物質でしかない。普通のブラックホールは
A black hole is just a point where extreme mass causes gravitational collapse. Everything falls toward it.
あらゆるものがそれは点っていう具合
Since
だ
it's only a point, it doesn't spin.
一方のカーブラックホ
A
ール
Kerr
は
black hole has a ring in its center.
中心
not
が
a
点じゃ
point.
なくてミクちゃんとクロちゃんは普通の
Think of
人
it like
間ではあ
this.
りえないことに
Once transformed into magical girls, Mick-chan and Kro-chan's hearts spin like a ring inside their bodies. which is impossible for normal people.
グロは勘弁だお。
I'll pass on the Guro.
助手よ。お前はさっきこ
Before,
う言ったな。
you said that such a black hole's existence would be impossible to prove. What did you mean?
ブラックホールにはイベントホ
A
ライゾン
black
という
hole
もの
has what's called an event horizon.
この内側に入ると
Once you pass the
時間
event
と空
horizon,
間の
time
役
and
割が
space switch
入れ替わって
places.
しまうわけ。
時間と空間の役割が
Time and space switch places.
私たちは今
Right now, we can move freely through space and into the future, but we can't move even 1 minute into the
それが
past.
入れ替わるのよ。
That becomes reversed. By a minute, we can't even move 1 second into the past.
イベントホライゾンの向こう側だと
On the other side of the event horizon, moving freely through space becomes impossible, while moving freely through time becomes possible. I can't even imagine what that's like.
空間の移動が不可能だからブラックホー
Since
ルから再
unrestricted
脱出
spatial
できないという
movement is impossible, you can never escape a black hole.
例えば岡部がブラックホールに突入し
For
た場合
example,
に体験するのは
If Rentaro jumped into a black hole, time for him would stretch to infinity.
光が再脱出不可能というこ
Since
とは
light cannot escape,
人の目
human
には
eyes
どうや
cannot
って
see the other side of the
イ
event
ベントホライ
horizon.
ゾンの向こう側を観測も証明も
Observing a black hole from the outside is impossible, so nothing about the inside can be proven.
ただし例外もある
There is an
タイ
exception,
ムトラベル
however.
にカーブラックホールを
This
使う
exception
場合
is vital when you use a curved black hole for time travel.
もったいぶらずに教えてもらおうか。
Get to the point.
カーブラックホールは得意点
The curved black hole's ring singularity. Since it's spinning, it has angular momentum.
だから日本語でオケだって。
Like I said, in Japanese, please.
中心点が回転してるってさっき説明し
Didn't
た
I
でしょ
already explain how the
そ
cores
の
spin?
回転運動量
Just think of that as having momentum.
ミクちゃんとクロちゃんに電子を与
If
え
you
続
keep
ける
giving
と
Mick-chan
自由
and
に
Pro-chan
操ることがで
electrons,
きるわけだけど
they'll rotate faster and faster.
カーブラックホールの特徴は
Naked.
核運動量が
And
質
when
量
their
を
angular
上回る
momentum
と
exceeds a
イベ
certain
ントホライゾン
threshold,
がなくなる
the event horizon will
得意
disappear,
点が裸の
and the
状態
singularity
に
will become a naked singularity.
裸
Ne-
だと
Naked? You mean the magical girl costumes expose a lot of skin, right? When does the anime adaptation air? Kurisu and I ignore Daru's nonsense.
裸になることで
Naked.
観測不可能。
You mean it becomes observable?
イベントホライゾンがなくなることで
When the event horizon disappears, there's no more reason for time and space to change
裸の
places,
得意点に向けて
meaning that you can enter a naked singularity without being trapped. So the time machine then is possible. And then the existence of the naked singularity allows the principle of causality to be violated, and the general theory of relativity to fail.
宇宙の法則が
The laws of physics are broken.
そんなもの。
Can such a thing exist? The negation of the theory of relativity, the principle of causality, means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier?
これまでも存在する可能
And
性は
nothing in
高いと
principle
され
stops
てい
curved
た
black holes from existing.
矛盾するよう
It
だ
seems inconsistent, but the math never lies.
因果率が破綻してるわけだからその
Since
裸
the
の
principle of
得意点を
causality
活用
fails,
する
it would be possible to travel to the past by entering a naked singularity. John Titor said the same thing. So Titor's time machine is using SERN's technology. But Titor's time machine was compact, small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 27 kilometers long, but they managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years.
わからないのは
One thing I don't understand is how they inject electrons into the singularity.
見てこの
Look,
LHC の
this
写
is a
真だ
picture
と
of the LHC,
陽子衝突地
but
点
there's
に
strange
妙な
equipment
機器が
installed at the
設置されて
proton
る
collision site.
リフターっていう名前で呼ばれてるみ
It
たいだ
looks
け
like
ど
they call it a lifter,
一体
but
何のことだか
just what is it?
ダル、聞いたこと
Daru, have you heard of it?
リフターリフター
Lifter,
さっきの
lifter.
Z プログラム
I
にもちらっ
think
と
I saw that in the
出
Z
てきたよな
program files.
ググってみる
Wanna Google it? They actually said Google? Daru opens up a browser window and enters lifter into a search engine.
ヒットしてるし。
We've got hits. About 422,000 results.
こんなに機密でもなんでもない
That
の
many? I guess it's not a secret. I think that's because there are many, many other terms for this word. Other definitions.
もしかしてこれじゃないか。イオンクラフト。
Could this be it? Monocraft.
イオン、つまり
Oh no,
電解を持った
iono.
原子や分子のこと
Ionocraft.
ね。
Ions are charged particles. The meanings matches. We click on a link that says Ionocraft Lifter. It takes us to a video. Looks like some dim garage. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive. Just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian maybe, the person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then
あ、浮いた。
it's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary.
反重力装置
That's
だと。
an anti-gravity device.
そんなのあるわけない。
Don't be so ridiculous.
大発見よ。
That would be the breakthrough of the century.
イオンクラフト
It's called
くら
an
いだから
ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged air. Harisu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. We look up information on the ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites all give conflicting theories.
そのリフターに
SERN is using this lifter technology. It's a vital component of their
タイ
time
ムト
machine.
ラベルに必要。ミクロ特異点の質量や。
If they can manipulate a microsingularity's mass and gravitational
やはり
field,
俺は反重力
then these things really are anti-gravity devices.
まあそういう限定的条件に
Well,
当てはめるなら
under those exact
間違いじゃない
conditions,
かもし
I
れない
guess you might not be entirely wrong. Incredible. My curiosity is growing more by the second. What about the part where you're hesitating and thinking we should stay out of this? I guess you're slowly losing that?
でもセルンはこのリフターの調整
But it looks like SERN's having trouble adjusting their lifter.
ミクロ特異点の重力
They
調整
don't
を
have full
うまく
control over the microsingularity's
だから
gravity,
完全な
so they can't make a true
裸の
naked singularity.
そのせいで
So is that what it means by the mismatch, I wonder?
と見るべきだな。
That must be the reason why the subjects turn into jellymen. Harisu nods.
裸の特異点が作れていない
Since the
のは
singularity is still
つまり
closed,
被験者は
the subject is
ブラックホール
crushed by its
に
tremendous
追い込まれる
gravity.
のと同じだからその結果あらゆる物質が
As a result,
フラクタル構造になって
substances
しま
become
う
fractalized.
という
Let's go with that
仮説を提示しています
hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to be sure that it's right.
調べ
It
る
might
だけ
take
で
months to
何
prove.
ヶ月もかかりそう
Harisu shrugs her shoulders in resignation.
リフターはまだ未完成。
So, SERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Titor is telling the truth, sorry, I had to yawn, then SERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years.
つまり
If we can complete the phone wave named subject to change first,
セルンを出
then
し
we'll
抜
have
くことも可
outwitted
能と
SERN.
いうわけだ。
規模が全然違うそれ
We
に
don't have half the
セルンでさえ
equipment or
完成させてい
funding
ないの
SERN does.
あんたにできる
What
わけ
makes you
ない
think
で
we
しょ
can solve a problem that they can't?
これは簡単に解決できる問題じゃない
This isn't that simple. Yeah, sometimes it can be, you never know. It's not always about... Well, it can be about equipment. It's not always about expensive, fancy equipment or money.
そもそも
But it can be about
時
the
間移動
equipment.
調整や時間跳躍後の場所指定の問題も
Maybe something about the cheap equipment we use can be the secret. I don't know. SERN still hasn't figured out how to set the subject's destination in time or space.
ジェリーマンの発見時期や発見場所がバ
That
ラ
should
バ
be
ラなの
evident by how
だ
scattered the Jellyman discoveries were.
例えば地の底とか
We don't even know if
宇
this
宙
is all
空
of
間とかに
them.
放り
There
出さ
could
れ
be
たジェリーマ
Jellyman
ン
buried
がいるかも
underground
しれ
or
ない
floating in space.
見つかってるジェリーマン以外
Actually,
にもね
I'm almost certain
とい
there
うか
are.
そのか地球から何万キロも離れた宇宙空間
There's
に
no
放り
point
出され
traveling
た
through time if you end up in tens of thousands of kilometers away from the Earth.
全く実用的じゃない
It's
わ
not practical at all.
可変重力ロックシステム
Titor said he had a
という
variable
ものが
gravity lock
タイターは
system.
言っていた
He can use that to lock onto the Earth's gravity and ensure he arrives somewhere on the planet's surface. Right.
必
As the Earth is
地球がある
moving.
場所に到着できるようになると
So if they tried to judge it based on where the Earth is during their time, the time and point and where they're going back from, they would be sending their people to space where the Earth is not, because the Earth isn't there yet. Because in the past, the Earth is still traveling to that point. So you aren't just sending people back in time. You also have to send them back to like the right location, the right coordinates in space. Titor's explanation on that point was vague. He mentioned having such a device, but he didn't explain how it worked.
でも時間移動したら
But if you're only moving through
同じ場所に
time,
行けるだけじゃないの？
won't you just arrive in the same location? No? Unless it works the way it does in a car, where everything inside the car is contained within and unaffected by anything moving outside the car, then maybe, but it sounds like that's not the case here. So what, a car that doesn't have like a cover? A convertible, basically?
出るわけないでしょ
Of course not.
なんで
Well, why not?
地球は常に
Because the Earth is always moving.
そう自転と公
Right.
転
Rotation and revolution. Oh yeah, that as
地球の
well.
自転速度は
There's also
時速
that.
にしてだいたい1650キロ
So even if it was like the car example, it's still not the same because the Earth is rotating. The Earth's rotational velocity is about 1,650 kilometers per hour.
公転速度は
Its orbital velocity around the Sun is about 114,000 kilometers per hour.
1時間前にいた座標から
Meaning 1 hour ago,
私たちは
we were
それだ
that
け
far
離れ
away
ている
from where we are now, even though we've just been standing here.
うおーそう考える
Whoa.
と僕たちって
When you think about it like that, we're earth-shatteringly fast. Okay,
それだけじゃない
and that's not all.
地球を含む太陽系は
The solar system is part of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way spins like a giant whirlpool.
渦を巻いている諸説あるけど
There are various theories, but basically the Earth moves about 50 million 50 million kilometers a day. So basically what I was talking about, how we are traveling through space. How can she roll all those numbers so smoothly off her tongue? Yeah, seriously. Oh, I got mail. I got mail. Should I look at it? This is what affects the game. The outcomes. Whether I ignore these mail or not. Ooh, it's Forrest. I can't ignore Forrest. I can't ignore Forrest. Have you bought Phantasm debut single? Yeah. It's a theme song for Rynet. I hate that it cuts off the words like that. It's kind of hard to read. Rynet Hikaru. So it's really popular. Forrest bought 5 copies. Yeah. It's my duty as a Rynetter. Anyway, there's an important secret hidden in Phantasm's songs. The key to unlocking it is... Oops. The bell's ringing. Yeah. Looks like someone's here. Better see who it is. What's the important secret? I'm aware. They are said to contain directions to the sanctuary, as well as prophecies regarding the end of the world. Isn't that right? Why are you playing along with her back? You want her to stop making up weird things, yet you keep playing along with her. Alright, send it. I can only imagine what she's about to reply with. Anyway, What were you guys saying? I get that she's a genius, but it's hardly common knowledge. Has she been doing research on the topic?
なんかもうスケールがどう
We've
もないぞ
kinda
な
gotten to a ludicrous scale.
ついでに言うとミルキー
By
ウ
the
ェイを
way,
含む
the
複数
Milky
の
Way is
銀
part of a
河群
large
が
cluster of
形成されているし
galaxies, which is
さらに上のグループとして
itself part of an even
超
larger
銀河団っていう
supercluster.
のもある。それらの銀河群も
And these
超銀河
clusters
団
and superclusters might be
動いてい
moving
るかもし
too.
れないわけ。
If that's the case,
そ
we're
うなると
moving
さら
even
に
more than 50
飛躍的に
million
私たちの
kilometers a
動きが
day.
伸びる。
Okay, I think you've made your point. There's no way to just be in the same location.
いずれにせよ、ほん
The
の1
point
秒前
is
に
that
飛
setting
ぼう
the
とするだけで
destination
も
would require
膨大な
insane
特殊な試験
calculations,
の計算が必
even
要
if
に
you
なる。
only want to travel 1 second into the past. Ooh, yeah. So literally 1 second and you are in a wall far, far away in like another state.
手動じゃ無理だし、同じ場所に
Doing
移
it
動
by
しよう
hand
と
is
思ったら
impossible,
スパコンで計
and it
算
might
した
take
って
years for a
大変な
supercomputer to come up with a solution, just to get you to the same location. And by that time, it would have to recalculate, wouldn't it?
ならば仕方あるまい。
Then we have
タ
no
イターを探
choice.
し出し、
We need to find Titor and borrow his variable gravity system.
それは明暗ね。
Great
ぜひ
idea.
頑張って。
Go for it.
この問題について
I wonder how SERN is dealing with this problem. Not very well, considering they have jellified corpses in the past. You're blowing me off. Harisu goes back to reading SERN's documents. Daru and I aren't good with English, so there's nothing we can do but let her work. Dawn breaks. We stayed up all night again. Fighting drowsiness, I refill my mug with instant coffee. I've already lost count of how many I've had.
岡部、
Okabe. Harisu hands her mug to me without looking away from the computer. I guess she expects me to refill it. I guess we're her assistant now. Since when did I become her maid? She should ask Mayuri for stuff like this. Mayuri's a professional maid, after all. That said, Harisu's the one reading SERN's documents right now. Daru and I can manage if we use translation software, but we're nowhere near as efficient as she is. Well, it's not exactly what I had in mind when I said I wanted to borrow her knowledge. It just goes to show that I was right to make her a Lab Mem. She's an asset to the lab. For now, at least. I should try not to upset her. I silently take the mug from Karisu and dump in the powdered coffee. Pour in hot water from the pot. 2 packets of sugar, no milk. Karisu has already requested it the same way 5 times today. I mix it well and bring it over to Karisu. She doesn't immediately realize I'm standing behind her, so I hold the mug in front of her face. Karisu takes it without turning.
ありがとう。
Thanks. Her eyes never leave the screen. She's completely absorbed in SERN's research. Even though she was adamant when she called them traitors to scientists everywhere, she's not above picking their brains. Fair enough. But I understand how she feels. I'm itching to know more myself. Daru is fast asleep on the sofa. His snoring is quite loud. Furthermore, it sounds like he has sleep apnea. I'm surprised Karisu has been able to ignore it. Is she just that focused? I decide to watch some TV. As always, the news channels are all covering the Radicon satellite crash. 5 days have passed since the satellite crash, and with the start of summer vacation season, crowds are gathering to get a glimpse of the satellite, which still has not been removed. That's a female? Whatever. That came from Nagoya. I wanted to see it. I drove all the way from Saitama. It's amazing. Where did that thing come from? Yay! I'm a high school girl from Chiba. Tourists from all over Japan are flocking to this location. In an interview earlier today, Byrne, spokesman for NASA, stated that no satellite had crashed in Japan, and that the crash object was, in fact, not even a satellite. The satellite is currently under police investigation. No date for removal has been set. Is it really under investigation? This could be another plot by the organized... Doo-doo-doo! Good morning! Oh, wait. Should I say good afternoon? The door unlocks from outside and Mayuri comes in. She has a convenience store bag in hand. Is it more chicken or is it bananas? There are various food items inside, but it doesn't look like they're for us. I think she has a black hole in her stomach. Can we maybe just use her for the experiment? Whoa! The air in here is so thick. The three of us probably look pretty haggard since we stayed up all night. But it's hard to put on a bright smile now that I know about SERN. I'll refresh the air. Is this Faris? Part-time Warnie? No, part-time warrior. Oh, okay. It's her. So we called her part-time warrior, huh? Well, she is waifu, so I can't ignore her. I'm so hungry. I had to skip breakfast again today. I don't have much money on hand. Are there any good places to find insects or weeds around here? I can get by using my survival skills if I have to. I'm sorry. Explain this, please? You eat insects? Hardcore. That is not what I would have said. I would have said disgusting. Okay, sorry about that, Mayuri. Mayuri opens the window wide. The sky is so blue, it hurts my eyes. Large clouds listlessly drift on the wind. It truly is a refreshing sight. Mayuri's appearance makes Daru get up with a grimace. Karisu also finally moves away from the computer, sipping her hot coffee while rubbing her eyes. I glance at the clock, and go to the center of the room and call for attention. Since all Lab Mems are present and accounted for, this is the perfect opportunity to hold another roundtable conference. Roundabout confluence? Oh, what's that? A meeting of Lab Mems. Have we ever done that before? Do you even have a round table? Not physically. However, it exists in the hearts of all Lab Mems. Am I mistaken? Yes, you're mistaken. Don't go sticking things in people's hearts. Is there one in Mayushi, too? Of course there is. Oh, that's good. But what's a round table? Round table. He said round table. What's a round table? And why a round table? You mean you King Arthur? I'm only a temporary Lab Mem anyway. These people whine about every little thing. Welcome to the square table. Anyway, it's a round table conference. Mayuri wasn't here last night. So first, let's explain the situation to her. Isn't she just going to scold us? And tell Mayuri about everything we discovered in her absence. About how SERN is making a time machine. About Jellymen. About how Men in Black might be coming to erase us for what we know. I told you shouldn't do bad things. Bad, you say? We are bad? Absurd. If we're bad, And SERN is even worse. They aren't satisfied with ruling the world. Now they want to get their hands on space-time itself.
同意するわ。
I agree. For some reason, Harisu backs me up.
セルンのやってることは
What
社
SERN
会
is
的にも
doing is
人間的に
unforgivable.
も
They're traitors to
そして研究者と
humanity,
しても
to society,
許される
and
こ
to
とだ。
science.
そうだけど
I guess. She doesn't sound convinced. I didn't want to get Mayuri involved, but she's surprisingly perceptive. She'd find out even if we kept it a secret, so it's better to just tell her.
いずれにせよこれで
Anyway, Ragnarok can no longer be averted. The final battle with SERN is near. A large part of me is still afraid, but we've come too far to turn back now. Okay, Chuni. We can't unlearn what we know.
ラグナロク
Ragnarok?
また北欧神話か。
Norse mythology again?
クリスティーナ
Christina, I order you to investigate SERN. What have you learned?
命じられた覚えはないけどね。
I don't remember being ordered, but whatever.
セルンがタイムトラベルにおいて
There are two problems SERN faces with time travel.
一つは電子注入
First
装
is the
置
electron
リフター
injection
の調
device,
整。
also known as a lifter.
これがうまく機能しないと
Unless they get it to
カーブラ
function
ックホール
properly,
の得意点を
they
裸
can't
に
make
で
the
きない
curved black hole's singularities naked.
この状態で得意点を
If you
通過
send
し
a
ようと
test
すれば
subject through the singularity in its current state, the supergravity compresses them to the micro level.
当然
Naturally,
無
there's
事で
no
は
way to
ならないわ
survive.
それとタイムト
The
ラベル
second
先
problem
の
is
局
that they
所バス
can't
停ができない
specify a
ことが
physical
2点目
destination. They
得
can't
意点を
choose where they
抜
end
け
up
てどこへ
after
出るか
traveling
の
to the
指定がで
past.
きないだから各地で見つかっている14人
That's
の
why
ゼ
I'd
リー
say
マンは
the 14
む
found
しろ運
jellymen
が
were
い
the
い方
lucky
だったと
ones.
言うべき人体実験は
Over
2001年
100
から
human
100回以
experiments
上
have been
行われてい
performed
た
since 2001.
つまり
The remaining
残り
80
の
or so people
80
ended up
人以上
somewhere
は
they can't be
ど
found.
こへ飛ばされたのかすら確認できていない
Imagine digging under your house and finding a jelly person, a jellified corpse.
なんで確認できないの
Why can't they be found?
マユシ、そんなことも知らんの
Didn't you know,
地
Mayushi?
球は常に
The world is constantly moving. Its rotational speed is 1,500 kilometers per hour, and its orbital speed is... Okay, you're just repeating her. Daru's tone is authoritative, but he's just relaying what he heard from Kurisu last night.
セルンはその2点について解を模索してい
CERN
るみたい
has
だけ
been
ど
looking for
うま
solutions,
くいってないみ
but
たい
it's not going well. So even SERN is having difficulties.
それで助手よ
Now then,
セルンのタイム
have you
マシン
learned anything that could help us complete the phone wave name subject to
見
change?
つかったか
ヒントね
Kurisu stares at the ceiling in thought.
そもそも
Well,
LHC は
I
世
suppose
界
you could
一
call
巨
the
大な電
LHC
子
the
レン
world's
ジなんて
largest
異名も
microwave
あるぐら
oven.
いだけど
そうか
Horse.
つまり
In other words, the phone wave name subject to change is a miniature LHC.
あながち間違ってないかもね
You might be onto something there. I was sure she'd deny it. In fact, I thought she'd yell at me. But instead, she agreed with me. Throws me off a little.
もっとも電話レンジはわからな
However,
いこと
there
が
are
多
too
す
many
ぎる
things we don't know about the
なんで
phone
セル
wave.
ンのタイムマシンと
Why do the
同じよ
same
うな現象
phenomena
を
that occur in
あの小
SERN's
さな
time
電子レン
machine
ジで
also
起こせるの
occur in
か
that tiny little microwave?
LHC と違って
Unlike the
これはタイム
LHC,
トラベル
this
のた
thing
めに
wasn't
作られ
made
た
for
もの
time
じゃ
travel.
ないのよ
It's because Mayuri is secretly a super genius. It was made to warm Mayushi's chicken.
まあそうね
Well, yeah.
少なくともゼリーマンという現象
Since the Jellyman phenomenon occurs with the phone wave name subject to
マユリ
change,
のバナナは
Mayuri's bananas must be reaching the curved black hole's ring singularity.
ブラックホールができてるの
It makes a black hole? Here?
吸い込まれないかな
It won't suck us in, will it? If it sucked us in, we'd become Jellymen too.
でも放電現象の仕組みや発
But
生
we
条
still
件が
haven't figured
解明
out
で
the
きてない
electric discharge phenomenon, or the conditions required to cause it.
この前の
I still say just put the microwave back up on the table instead of on the floor.
過去へメールを送れたお
During our experiments experiments earlier, we were only able to send emails to the past during the discharge.
まだ2度しか成功していないが
Although it hasn't happened
その
again,
放電現象
that
が
discharge
意味する電
phenomenon
荷
could very well signify the injection of
電
charge,
子注入の
that
可能
is,
性が高い
electrons.
それが発生した時だけ
And only when it occurs does the path to the singularity open.
放電現象の原因はわから
And
な
we
いじゃ
don't
ん
know the cause of the discharge phenomenon.
それはこれから調べる
That's what we need to find out.
そもそも過去へ送
In
れ
the
るメ
first
ールは
place, the
デジ
emails
タ
we're
ルデータで
sending
あって
to the past are
物体じ
digital
ゃないわ
data, not
そこが
physical
セーンのタイ
objects.
ムマシンと
That's a
決定
definite
的に違
difference
って
from
いる
SERN's time machine.
いややることは同じ
No, we're doing the same thing. Who's to say that digital data can't go through a singularity? I think it would be easier than sending something human-sized.
まあ確かに
Well, I suppose that's true.
あのね、メール
No,
って言うから
the way you guys talk about email,
本物の紙飛行
it
機
makes me think of folding a letter into a paper airplane and making it go zoom, you know?
むしろ光線だろう
It's more like a
光デジ
beam
タ
of
ルデータ
light,
みたいな
like optical digital data.
ところで
By the way, it's a pain to keep saying email sent to the past.
名前を
Let's
付け
give it
る
a
のは
proper name. I swear to God, if you give it a name that's just as long or longer. I mean, we are talking about phone wave name subject to change after all.
またカッコつけ
I've got a bad feeling about this. You and me both, Karisu. You and me both.
またとか言うな
Well, what's that supposed to mean? You dare mock Hyo and Kiyoma?
どうせへんてこな名前をつけたい
You
んでし
just
ょ
want to give it some oddball name, don't you?
変ってことは知ら
How
ない
rude. Heed me.
ならば発表
I
し
shall name the phenomenon of
俺は
email sent to the past as
過去へ送
follows.
れるメールという
The name shall be
ノスタルジアドライブ
Nostalgia Drive. You know what? Sure, that works. At least it is shorter.
わかりにくい却下
Confusing. Rejected. I feel like that's probably the best we're going to get. I feel like you should accept it, but okay.
貴様助手の分際で却下できる
Why
権限
you?
があると思って
Who
いる
gave
のか
you the authority to reject my ideas? You're just an assistant.
じゃあ多数決する
Then why don't we
ノス
take
タ
a
ル
vote?
ジアドライブに
All in
賛成
favor of
の人
Nostalgia Drive? My hand shoots into the air and is the only one there. Unless, yeah, okay. But nobody follows suit. I thought maybe Mayushi might give me a pity vote, but I guess not.
裏切ったな誰マユリ
Have you forsaken me, Daru? Mayuri?
クリスチャンの言う通りだと思う
Christian's right.
マユ
It's too hard for Mayushi to
そんな
remember.
長い名前
12秒過ぎだろ上皇
It's way too chuny, man. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, she got back to me. What is she about to say about bugs? If you cook them right, they can taste surprisingly good. No, I reject that opinion. No. Traitors.
ならばお前たちには
Let's hear alternatives.
ネーミングがあるのだろうな
Don't tell me you rejected my
我
idea.
が案を否定しておいて
Try it on again. Without having any bright ideas of your own.
やっぱりわかりやすさ重視にすべきだ
I
と思
think
う
it needs to be something
時
easy to
間を
understand.
遡っているメール
It's
な
an
んだ
email
から
that regresses through
そこは
time.
メールでいいんじゃ
So
ない
how about retro mail? Oh, that's pretty good actually, and it's just one word.
そこってどういう
Oh
意
no.
味
What does retro mean? Mayuri is busy eating strawberry jelly. How can she eat that stuff after hearing about Jellyman? Quite easily. It's not like she saw them.
今のマユリの反応が
Also, again, she has a black hole in that stomach of hers, so...
わかりやすい名前を
Sounds like you have your answer, Christina. You said it should be easy to understand. But it wasn't easy to understand at all, was it?
それはまゆりさ
Well,
んが
that's because Mayuri-san is... Is what? Go on, finish your sentence. What is Mayuri?
あなんでもない
Coward! Never mind.
もしかして今マユリが
Were you about to say because Mayuri's dumb?
違うわよ。
No.
クリスちゃん
Eh?
マユ
Chris
シ
Chan?
のことバカ
Do you think Mayushi's
だ
dumb?
と思ってるのかな。
思ってない。全くこ
I
れっぽっちも
don't.
思ってない
I
から。
promise I don't,
誤
okay?
解しないで。
I think the word she wants to use is simple? Airheaded? I'd go with simple, maybe. The average person. Somehow, Harisu manages to glare at me even while soothing Mayuri.
時をかけるメールの一択だろう。
I vote the male who leapt through time. I reject that. That's basically the same.
少し表現が硬いな。
That's too stiff. It's hard to say. It is hard to
オ
say.
カリンのノスタルなんとかだって
It's better than
十
your
分長いじゃんか。それにこれは映画のタイトルを。
You're nostalgic. You're nostalgic-is. I can't even say this word. What? Nonsense. And mine makes a movie title reference.
ロマンがあればいいのだロマン。
That's not cool. It needs to be cool.
そんな理由で却下かよ。
You're rejecting it for that?
あ、トゥットゥルー。マユシも思いついたよ。
We're gonna go with her idea, aren't we? Doo-doo-roo! Mayushi has an idea.
あのね、バックトゥーザ
Oh
メ
no.
ール。
About
映
back
画
to
の
the
タイト
mail.
ルとね
Took a movie title and changed the word to mail.
つけてみました。
マユシ、映画のタイトルネタ。
I already did the movie joke. Or no, sorry. I already did the movie joke, Mayushi.
それに意味が微妙に違ってきてるから。
Besides, I think the meaning is a little off. She probably meant mail to the future, but our emails go to the past.
意味とかじゃなくて、
It's not about the
映画
meaning.
のタイトル
I took a movie title and changed the word to mail.
くっつけて。
いずれにせよ長い。
Either way, it's too long.
じゃあ、デロリアンメー
And
ル
how
だ
about DeLorean mail?
もう何のメールかさっぱりわからないではないか。
That doesn't even. Wait, who said that? I thought it was. Oh, it was him. Then how about DeLorean mail? I thought it was Rentaro who said that. That doesn't even say what kind of email it is.
ねえ、こんなくだらない
Hey,
ことに時
we
間
don't
取って
have
る
time for
ない
this
でしょ。
nonsense.
もう
Let's
そ
just
のことを
abbreviate it
略
to
して
D-mail
D-mail
and
にしな
move
さい
on.
よ。
いや、しかしそれでは味
But
気なさすぎるという
that's
か。
boring.
味気なかろうが味気があろうが
It don't-
どうでもいい。
It don't care. Yeah, it don't care if it's boring. Shut down. Arisu's influence in the lab seems to have grown significantly these past few days.
じゃあ D メールに決定します。
D-mail it is! Mayuri, finished with her jelly, proclaims in satisfaction. Wait, when did Mayuri become the moderator?
で、なんで D
So why does the
メールみたいな
D-mail
現象が起きる
phenomenon occur? Oh wait, no. Whatever. I'm not looking at who's speaking.
道が開いているからだ。
Because the path through the ring singularity is open. We've been over this already.
ブラックホールが発生しているのかどうか
We
は
don't
確
know
認
if
で
there's
きてい
actually a
ない。
black hole at work
単
here.
にセルン
It
の
could be an
海洋
entirely
マシンと
different
偶然似ているだ
phenomenon
け
that
で
just happens to
実は
resemble
全く違
SERN's
う現象か
experiment.
もしれない。焦って結論を出すのは危険よ。
It's dangerous to jump into conclusions.
何を言う。お前は
Why so
自分
timid?
たちでタイムマシンを
Don't you want our
作
time
るとは
travel
思わないのか。
experiments to succeed?
そのために危険を
That's why you put our lives on the line to hack
セルン
SERN.
のためにしたのだぞ。今語るべきは
What we need to figure out is how to turn the phone wave named subject to change into a usable time machine.
でもさ、僕たちにできると思う
Do you really think that's possible?
できるかどうかではない。
There is no
やるの
thing.
だ。
Only do.
何よその精神論至上主義。
What? Did you read that off a motivational poster? You're like the classic incompetent boss.
おのれ。
Damn you. You dare insult the insane mad scientist? Hyoen Kiyoma?
言い草だ。
まあそもそもオカリンは別にトップじゃないけど。
Well, it's not like Okarin's the boss anyway.
いかにも。
Indeed,
俺はラムの
I am the symbol of this lab, not the boss.
象徴だかなんだか知らないけど、
I don't know what you
どう
mean
や
by
って電話
symbol,
レンジをタイ
but
ムマ
how do
シ
you
ンとして
plan to
使
turn
え
the
るよう
phone
にす
wave
る
into
か
a time machine?
その具体的な
Let's
解
have
法を教え
details.
てよ。
解放
My plan. Alright, there is one thing.
一つ放電現象が起きるか起きないか
We've been thinking that the electrical discharge happens at
だ
random,
が
but I have a hypothesis,
どういうこと？
which is... I look at my watch. It's past noon.
発生条件の再現
Recall the conditions when it occurred. Christina,
昨日の
we experimented through the night with no results. But there's one variable we overlooked. The simplest, most definitive variable of all.
すなわち発生時刻
That is, the time of the occurrence. Ah,
過去2回の放電現象
I checked the times of the two previous occurrences.
それによれば
When I accidentally sent the first email to Daru's phone, it happened between noon and 1 p.m.
だいたいそして2回目
The second time, when all four of us observed the D-mail, it was 6 p.m.
18時頃につまりその2つ
So
の
if we perform the experiment within that time frame,
あるいは
we might be able to reproduce the effect.
早速やってみましょう。
Well, let's try it right now. Harisu bolts into the development room, suddenly bursting with enthusiasm.
それ
Need
に
to
して
drink
も
some
この
water.
助手
One moment.
ノリノリである
Well, I'm glad to see she has her priorities straight.
マユシーのバナナ
Yushi's banana supply is getting low. Gotta buy more.
なくちゃ
Only one banana remains untouched. We got rid of the jellified bananas. Then we ate the rest.
ごめんね、まゆりさん。
Sorry,
後で新しいバナナ
Mayuri-san.
買ってくるから。
I'll go buy you some new bananas later.
本当嬉し
Really?
いな
Yay!
オカリンやダルくんはね
Okarin and Daru-kun eat my bananas, but they never buy new
来
ones.
てくれないのです
I'll be sure to amend that in the future. Will you, though? Will you? A bunch of bananas is a small price to pay in order to bring chaos to the world. Harisu picks the last banana off the stem, leans under the table, and places it inside the microwave.
まずはゼリーマンに何か試
First,
してみ
let's
る
see if it'll become a jelly man. Jelly Nana? She tries to get up and gloriously bangs her head underneath the table.
ロ
Smooth.
ジックアピールはよせ
Trying for the clumsy girl appeal.
しとらんわ。
It was an accident. Harisu gets up, blushing in embarrassment with tears in her eyes.
このレンジの
Alright, I
位置
forgot how
なんて
sensitive
知
she
らん
is.
危ないしめんどく
Put
さ
the
い。
microwave somewhere else. It's dangerous and hard to reach like this.
床に穴が開いてしまう
It'll punch through the floor if we put it on the table.
クリスちゃんクリスちゃん
Why is Mayuri doing that?
飛んでけ
Oh, that's why. But still, that's kind of... Christian, pain, go away. Mayuri pats the back of Karisu's head, then sweeps her hand through the air.
サンクス、まゆりさん。
Thanks, Mayuri-san. Harisu pulls herself together, types on her phone, and activates the phone wave named subject to change. The banana inside the microwave slowly begins to spin backwards as the timer counts down. Ah! Harisu, who is peering into the microwave, suddenly shouts in surprise. So I'm guessing that means it disappeared. The banana has vanished. At the exact same moment, the banana reappears on its stem, jellified.
おお
Whoa!
ゲルバナになったね
It became a gel banana! Gel banana!
やはり俺の予想通り
Just as I
発生条件は時
suspected,
間帯だった
the
な
critical variable was time. I was a little anxious about the result, but it all worked out. I outwitted the impudent. Impertinent. I know how to say the word. I've just never had to say the word. There's so many words I don't. Whatever. Genius girl. Now is my position as symbol of the lab is secure. Impertinent. There we go.
やるわね、岡部。あまりに単純すぎて
What?
気づけなか
Way
っ
to
た。
go, Akabe. It was so simple. I didn't notice it. Risu says with a slightly sulky expression.
悔しいのか
Your praise does you credit, Christina. But I know you're frustrated you didn't think of it first.
それより D メールが再現できるかについて
Anyway, let's see if we can send another D-mail. Risu ignores my proud laughter and excitedly starts typing out a mail.
このフォーム
Yeah. I feel like my authority has been on the decline since that girl showed up.
もともと威厳はないと思うよ。
I had to grab another water. It's cool, man. You never had any to begin with. Wow, thanks for that.
いいからそこの男子2人手伝って。
Help me, you two.
岡部、あんたの
Okabe,
携帯に
I'm
メー
sending
ル
an
送るから
email to your phone. When did I become her assistant? I grind my teeth in frustration, but I do as I'm told and insert my phone into the phone wave name subject to change his slot.
ねえねえクリスちゃん。
What are you gonna send, Christian? Mayuri presses up against Karisu and sneaks a peek at Karisu's phone.
別に意味のある文章である必要はない。送れる
It
かどう
doesn't
か
matter what it
確認でき
says.
さえす
What
ればいい
matters
んだ
is whether we can send it or not.
どれどれ。
Hmm? Let me see.
岡部
Okabe is an airhead.
待
Wow.
てそこの女性
Wait, you there, assistant. What are you typing?
さあね。準備いい？
You'll
送る
see.
わよ。
Ready? I'm sending it. Cheeky. Daru has already set the microwave's timer through the X68000. Oh, hey, Mako. Welcome in. Thanks for your daily check-in. A nice solid 12 times. The countdown starts from 120. Oh, wait, there's nothing inside, but the microwave still operates. The countdown starts from 120. Hello, Mako. How are you today? Hope you're doing good. This is where the timing counts. We know that we have to open the microwave door during operation, but we still don't know when to send the mail. Good. How have you been? I've been doing good. Nice easy day, since it was a day off. Got the weekend off. For now, we'll do them simultaneously. Arisu readies her finger on her phone's send button. I grasp the microwave's door handle. Mayuri seeks cover.
じゃあカウントするぜ
Starting the countdown. The microwave timer soon indicates 70.
3 2
3, 2, 1, 0. Karisu presses send. And at nearly the same instant, I open the microwave door. It worked. I don't like that we have to get shocked for this to work, but it worked. It's working.
来たぞ
It's working, you guys. Lightning crackles in the air. The cushion underneath the phone wave's name subject to change collapses under the weight. The floor starts creaking. It's exactly like the discharge phenomenon that occurred before. Okay, so I was wrong. It doesn't have to be on the table. The discharge lasts for about 10 seconds. After it subsides, we stare at the phone wave name subject to change with bated breath. Luckily, it didn't break through the floor. This time.
メール届いた。
Did it arrive? I disconnect my phone from the phone wave name subject to change and check my mail. Karisu stands beside me and peers at the screen. Yep, there it is. Yep, airhead. She called us an airhead. There's an email there. 2 of them, even. And they're written in English. You wrote it in English? Wait. If you wrote it in English, how did Mayushi read it? The timestamps are from 5 days ago. Harisu starts laughing when she sees the mail, even though she's the one who wrote it. The Okabe in the first one is obviously my name. But what does airhead in the second one mean? My English is shaky. Is she saying my head can fly or something? Whatever. I may not know what it means, but I do know this. My assistant is making fun of me. But that doesn't matter right now. Christina, did you send 2 mails?
送ったのは1通だけ。
No, I only sent 1.
マユシも見たよ。
Mayushi saw it too. She really only sent 1.
しかし2通受信しているぞ。
But I received 2.
そうね。1つの
You're
文章だ
right.
ったのに。
I even sent it in 1
分割され
sentence.
てる。
But it got divided.
ちなみにこの文章の意味。
By the way, what does this word mean? She's not going to
自分
explain
で調
it.
べれば？
Why don't you look it up? I guess she doesn't want to answer. Oh, hey, Shine. Welcome in.
そういえばさ
I guess you finished your
この前
stream,
の
Shine.
メールも文章は途中で切れてたよな。
Congrats on being first. And thanks for your daily chicken. Let me, I was lurking on your tab, so let me close your tab out. Oh, I'm also lurking to myself because I was rated, right? I forgot about that. Okay, there we go. Just finished mine, yeah. It's too late to continue mine because I get loud and screaming reactions to Mark. Fair enough. I mean, those little clips are funny from a heist with Markiplier. That reminds me, the D-mail from before was cut up mid-sentence too.
そうだったか。
Was it?
そうそう。
Yeah.
学歴見てみ
Look
た
at
よ
your history. I'm pretty sure I said Okarin's a
オカリン
perv.
は変態って送ったはずだお。
Irv. I'm a P-Irv. I'm at 1431, so I'm doing pretty well. For the Markiplier? I admit I am confused by 1431. Oh, I found the hidden Darkiplier. Yeah, I never actually saw that one, I think. I found the hidden Darkiplier ending, so I'm really happy. It was the very last one I found. Ah, okay. In total. Oh, yeah. That there's right, 31. Right. Yeah, I don't think I've still seen the Darkiplier one. I don't think the hidden one. I don't remember. Because I was thinking that maybe I'd want to go actually find it myself to see if I could. But I don't think I ever got around to that. So I don't think I've seen it yet, still. Maybe.
確かに。こちらも2つに分割されている。
You're right. This one got split too.
何が原因なのかしら。
I wonder what's causing it.
ゼリーマンと関係ある。
Maybe it's related to the Jellyman.
でも
Mayushi wants to know why it arrived 5 days ago.
確かに。
Good
前に
point.
送った時も。
Didn't the last one also arrive 5 days before we sent it?
まあそうだった。
Yeah, it did.
なんか法則性でもある
Is there some kind of rule for when it arrives?
じゃあさ
Let's try sending more. Mayuri's right. Now that we've figured out how to send D-mails, we should keep experimenting and collect as much data as we can. I'm assuming it's 5 days because that's as far as we can get with this little microwave, maybe? This game is actually something I hope to play, so I'm going to lurk in it. No worries, that's fine. Do not spoil yourself if you're going to play it. Alright, Lab Mems. Battle stations. Oh, as I was saying though, with this little microwave, and maybe the electricity it's producing, maybe 5 days is like the limit, probably. And I guess that goes for the email too. It has to split them to be able to send it all. He's at it again. Our mission, to send as many D-mails as possible. Daru, man the X68000. Your job is to observe, adjust, and gather information on the phone wave name subject to change. The only problem is, eventually that thing's gonna break through the floor, so unless we keep moving it. Also, the electricity is gonna keep shocking us. Assistant, keep those mails coming. Try various patterns of text. Japanese, English, full width, half width, emoticons. The actual messages don't matter. If you have the time to play the Date High Space series and 100% it, it's super fun. The hard part is figured out when you've 100%ed it. Yeah, true. Oh, I never did Date. Oh, that's what you meant by 3. Because when you said the other two, I didn't know what you meant by other two. Because I know I did Space and I did Heist. Right, the Date. I never did the Date one. I'm sure Shining Finger would be better for the job, but since she's not a Lab Mem, I'll leave it to Kurisu. What about Mayushi? Your mission is to go shopping. Just buy some bananas for now. I, Hyoen Kiyoma, shall fund you. Wow, you're so generous. So, I guess your job is opening the microwave. Whoa. Whoa. You saved the easiest job for yourself? No. My assistant's judgment is sound. The key to a successful D-mail is most likely the correct timing of opening the microwave door. I was just kidding. Leave this task to Hyoen Kiyoma. I shall open this door with precision, boldness, and delicacy, as if it were the flesh of a beautiful woman. Okarin, that's naughty. Furthermore, the current operation is top secret. You must not leak it to anyone. Got it? Mayuri nods. The others are ignoring me. Now, so give this operation a name. It shall be known as Don't need one. Let's start. What? But you ruined my climactic scene. Gonna lurk now? Have a good stream? Alright, Shine, thanks for stopping by. Damn you, assistant. This is an outrage. Afterwards, the D-mail experiment. Its name is Operation Erd. Though I lost my chance to announce it, continues for 2 hours. What did Frosty say? Enjoy your gaming adventure while we dive into STEINS Gate. Perfect. During that time, every D-mail goes back in time without a hitch. Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, and except for Mayuri, we've been up since last night. Go ahead and rest. I'm gonna have a go at it a little longer. Oop, I went too fast. I was trying to... She's been going at it for hours, and she's still full of energy. It's hard to believe she was so opposed to time travel research before. Her scientist's blood must be on fire. We've made a number of discoveries, but we can wait to assess them until after we eat. Daru and I leave the two girls to watch over the lab as we go shopping at the convenience store. We return from the convenience store to find the Braun Tube Workshop's one and only part-time warrior, standing in front of the building. She's stretching. Hey, it's waifu! Sup? She notices me and calls out without stopping her exercises. What shenanigans are you up to this early in the morning? Shenanigans. This girl has a thing for unusual words. The kind you wouldn't believe. We're building the first time machine in human history. Huh? Cool. Hey, shouldn't you be more surprised? Can't blame her for being skeptical. I didn't think it was possible either. And isn't that top secret? I thought you didn't want anyone to know. Crap. Part-time warrior. Please keep what I just said a secret. Sure. By the way... Part-time warrior glances at the Braun Tube Workshop. The boss is really pissed. Uh-oh. Is there a crack in the ceiling? Or are you talking about the noise? Why? The noise, okay. The noise. Whatever you're doing up there, it's got the whole building shaking. Dust everywhere. Kind of like an air raid. He was saying stuff like, what's that nutcase doing? I'm gonna raise his damn rent. Maybe you should go apologize. Oh boy. What if he kicks us out? Alright, leave it to me. Daru, don't tell my assistant to lay off the experiments for now. Roger that. I won't forget you, soldier. Daru salutes, and then races up to the second floor. By the way, is Kurisu here too?
Oh.
Yeah. Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina yesterday. Have you met before? No. Yesterday was first contact. First contact? That's a strange way of putting it. Oh, really? Weren't you a little hostile for a first contact? She's my enemy. What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. I'm about to ask her to repeat herself, but Suzuha is staring at the ground in silence. She obviously doesn't want to talk about this. Did she call Kurisu her enemy? But that doesn't make sense. How can she be your enemy? You just met, right? Yeah. Did she do something to you? Not to me. What does that mean? She did something to someone else. Her ancestor? A family member? Because I feel like she could be from the future. If you want, I can go talk things over with Christina. It doesn't really matter. Maybe you're blaming the wrong person. Jeez, give it a rest. She hits me with a glare. Anyway, shouldn't you apologize to the boss instead of talking to me? Actually, I'm getting cold feet. But I am Hyoen Kiyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I can't falter now. I steel myself and enter the Brawn Tube workshop. Part-time warrior follows me inside.
失礼する。
I have come. Mr. Braun is sitting at the counter inside, slurping delivery ramen. Even when I enter, he doesn't look away from the huge 42-inch CRT. It's showing some news show's report on some celebrity divorce. Part-time warrior doesn't say anything. He's just going to stand there and watch him rip me a new one. Hey, Okabe, the hell are you doing up there? Straight to the punch. He doesn't take his eyes off the TV, nor does he stop slurping his ramen. Yet despite his sedentary posture, he exudes extraordinary pressure. But now it's not the time to falter. We're currently conducting experiments that will change the course of human history. The discoveries we make today will shape the world for centuries. I don't care what games you guys play. I'm the owner of this building, got it? And the building's really worn out. You keep shaking it like that, you could bring the whole damn thing down on our heads. Better keep quiet about the dent in the floor. Very interesting, Mr. Braun. Don't tell me you forged this building's earthquake safety certificate. What if I did? Holy crap. Maybe we should seek shelter soon. It's been properly reinforced, but regardless, you guys are still shaking it too much. So what if a few buildings collapse? What's that? As I've said countless times before, our current experiment is of vital importance to the history of science. No, to the history of human civilization itself. It's more important than prolonging this building's lifetime for another 10 or so measly years. The building starts shaking again as soon as I finish speaking. Flakes of concrete start falling from the ceiling. The 42-inch CRT's image goes to static. Damn it, Daru. What are you doing? Thought I told you to stop the experiments. Okabe! He's glaring at me. The ceiling is falling, you dumbass! Some got into my ramen! What are you gonna do about it, huh? No more shaking! Or I'll raise your rent by 10,000! What? If you raise it by 10,000 yen, we're ruined! Leave it to me, Mr. Braun. On my honor, I swear there won't be any more shaking today. With that, I race out of the Brawn Tube workshop. Christina, stop the experiments at once. Why are they smiling? Did they do that on purpose? When I burst into the lab, I find the three of them in the middle of lunch. Mayuri has juicy chicken number 1. As always. Daru has a convenience store box lunch. Harisu's eating cup noodles with a fork. Sorry, Okarin. Mayushi tried to warm up some chicken. I accidentally put it through reverse rotation, and then it started sparking. I see. I sent you an email. Didn't you get it? Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I do that my phone is still attached to the phone wave name subject to change. Disconnect my phone from the phone wave name subject to change while grinding my teeth. What did she say to us now? Wait, there's 3 of them. Don't go to the last one. Does that say 1 more please or more please? 1 more please? Can I look at this? Wait, why does he keep scrolling back to the top? Scroll. What the hell? Oh, I didn't know it would loop back up and down. Okay, never mind. But it should be this one, right? I drank so much coffee, it hurts. Wait, what? When did she send... Wait, what? When did you send all this? Yeah, there's the airhead. I drank so much coffee, it hurts. How many letters work? What's up? Wait, did I see that? Okay, yeah, I did. What's up? It's all good. Bye. I am Christine. Christina is not my... Wait. Is not my... 3 lines. 3 lines is the limit. Oh, I see. So anything more than that disappears. So she tried to say Christina is not my name, but that not my name part has disappeared. Change limit. A-I-U-E-O. Okay, well now she's just speaking gibberish. Okay, so it gets all the way to L. Then it gets all the way to X. YZ. I got it now. 2 byte equals 6 characters. Okay, so it can only send 2 bytes, 6 characters. 1 byte equals 12 characters. Wait, what? One more, please. Okay, so it was just that one. See, that's why I was confused by... Because I saw the others. I thought these were the airhead one. And I thought she sent 3. Okay. Stop screwing around. I'm the one who has to deal with Mr. Braun. But I gave you 5 days advance notice. Okay. Well, yeah, the timestamp's from 5 days ago, but... Was he mad? Yeah, I could feel his killing aura. Daru turns pale, but the 2 girls don't seem to care. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter to them. Hold that thought. Oh, it's Luca. Hiyoma-san, are you familiar with Garo froggies? They were a huge fad last year. We have a ton of them at the shrine. So if you like, could you take a few off our hands? Dad bought a whole box home for some reason. Then he said they were for me. I don't know what to do with them. Yes, I was so bewildered. I couldn't do any practice swings. How dare you not do your practice swings? Those weird-looking frog things that were popular with teenage girls in Shibuya last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, they came out with a wide variety of them. Okay, well, we can give them to her. Oh, wait, no, I didn't reply. Sorry. Reply. Send. There you go, I sent it. They know not the wrath of Mr. Braun. Ignorance is bliss. Anyway, no more experiments today. Well, at least we got some good data. Then Karisu hides her mouth with her hand as she yawns. I'm dead tired. My hair's dried out. I'm gonna take a shower and go to sleep. Okay, I did it too fast. I sigh and take a box lunch out of the convenience store bag. It's cold, so I toss it into the phone wave name subject to change, and set the timer normally. You want a shower? There's one here. It doesn't have a bath though. Okurin always uses it. It's probably filthy. How dare you? Them's fighting words. I'd be lying if I called it clean. This entire building is in shambles. So it is dirty, it's just not
そ
our
もそ
fault.
も岡部と同じシャワー室を使
Anyway,
うなんて
I
お
refuse to use
断
the
り
same shower as Okabe.
気持ちはわかる。
I understand.
誰も使いたい
Nobody will blame you if you don't use it, of course.
もっとも
Use it. Of course, since the three of us stayed up all night, we're all pretty smelly.
臭いだろうかな。
Given the sweltering heat and the fact that we kept the windows closed all night, I bet this place is smelling pretty rank by now.
だから食べ終わったら帰るわ
That's
よ
why I'm going back to my hotel once I finish eating. Harisu slurps her cup noodles indignantly. I bought them at her request. She was raised in America, yet she likes cup noodles? Strange.
高級ホテルで
Indignantly. I can almost say it.
俺も連れて行ってほしい。
Celebrity bath time at a high-class hotel. I want to come too.
お断りします
Not a chance.
まゆしも行ってみたいな。
Yushi wants to come too.
まゆりさんなら歓迎する
You can come anytime, Mayuri-san.
本当？ありがとう。
Really? Thank you. I take my warm food out of the microwave, take a fresh bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge, and join in on lunch. Do you ever drink water?
ねえねえ、オカリン。
Hey,
前
Okarin,
から不思議だっ
I've been
たんだ
wondering,
けどね。
why do you drink soda while you eat?
食べながら
Does it make it
どうして
taste better?
炭酸ジュース飲めるの？
Yes, yes it does.
その組み合わ
As
せ
someone who pretty much had soda with almost all my meals, yes, yes it does. I kind of miss soda. I haven't had soda for like, I think 2 years now. I miss drinking a nice Coke with my meals. Anything chicken, burgers, some soft pretzels especially, pasta, pretty much anything.
特に疑問を持った覚えはない。
I don't really see a problem.
僕も
Me neither.
そうね
Same.
私も
I
不思
didn't
議
give
に
it
は
a second
思わな
thought.
い
マユリがおかしいんだろう。
You're acting weird,
食事
Mayuri.
と炭酸飲料の
It's
組み合
normal
わ
to
せなど
drink soda while
普通
eating.
だ。
普通だよな、上皇。
It's normal. Duh.
異論はない
No objections.
そんな。
No way.
なんかおかしい
You guys are the weird ones. Well, I'm a pure Docpurian. Daru loves cola like a typical fat otaku, and Karisu lives in America, home of soda. Yeah, pretty much. Very factual. So I admit our opinion is biased. But that doesn't matter right now.
さて、
Now,
オペレーションウルドの
let's
実験
discuss Operation
計画につい
Erd's
て
progress.
この場で検討。
オペレーションウルドって
Operation Erd.
そういえば昨日はどこぞ
right.
の女子のせいで。
Thanks to a certain
作戦名を披露
assistant,
できなかったの
I
だ
didn't get a
な
chance to present the operation's
昨日
code
夜
name
から
yesterday.
今日にかけて行われた
Heed me.
D
These D-mail experiments are all part of Operation
それが
Erd.
オペレーション
実験の成果はあった
The experiments have been fruitful. She interrupts me again.
D メールについて
At the very least, we've learned what we can do with D-mail. Harisu places her empty noodle cup on the table, then retrieves the whiteboard from the development room. While the rest of us eat, she scribbles on the whiteboard and puts it up against the wall.
とまあこんな感じ補足や
Okay.
反論は
She's about to throw all kinds of big words at me. That about sums it up. Anything to add? Nothing especially. She summarized the vital parts. Mayuri has her mouth half open in a blank stare. She clearly doesn't understand.
D メールでは最大で
A D-mail can be at most 36 English characters or 18 Japanese characters
しか
long.
送れないという
That makes experimentation difficult,
改善
so we'll
した
want to improve that first. Furthermore, each D-mail is split into 12 character segments. If you send 36 characters, you'll get 3 12-character emails. If you try to send more, everything after the 36th character disappears.
でもいつへ送るか
But we figured out how to control when it arrives.
すごくね
That's pretty good, right? Wait, did you? Though we can only set it in 1-hour increments, we can control how far back emails go by using the microwave's timer.
発見した だけで満足してたら無意味。
Observation
原
isn't
理を
enough.
突き止めないと。
We need to find the
ここに
underlining
書いたの
principle.
は現象
What
と
I've
して
written
確
here
認でき
is
たもの
nothing
で
but
しかない。
verified phenomena.
原理の究明か。
The underlining principle. You're right.
確かにそれがわから
It's
ない
not a
方が
complete time machine until we understand how it
真の
works.
ことにもならない。6文字かける3しか送れない。
What could be the reason for the character limit? Daru and Karisu remain silent. Wouldn't it be the fact that we're using a tiny little microwave?
ねえね
Suddenly, Mayuri, who has been staring at the ceiling in confusion until now, raises her hand.
えあの
You
ね
can just speak.
唐揚げやバナナはゲル
Chicken and bananas become gel chicken and gel bananas.
でも
But
お茶
salt
は
doesn't turn into
現象
gel
に
salt,
はなら
right?
なかったんだよ。
だから略すなよ。
So much gel. According to Mayuri, the refrozen chicken had indeed been jellified when she tried eating it. Harisu's prediction was right.
で D メールは
And you can send 36 letters in a D mail, but everything past that disappears, right?
消えちゃうんだよ。きっとね。
So, I think maybe you can't send big things, or a lot of small things. Maybe the curved black hole,
その
it's curved black hole.
カーブブラックホール
The
が
curved black hole,
だからカーブラックホール。
curved black hole.
ブラックホールの穴が
The black hole is too tight. Oh god. Daru, you keep your mouth shut. Do not say a word.
まゆし、
Damn it.
今の言葉もう一度よろ。
Mayushi,
穴ってところから。
say that one more time. Starting from hole.
穴がきっついの。
The hole is too tight.
これはけしからん。
Outrageous.
言わせているんじゃないや。
Stop making her say stuff like that. Mayuri has flowers for brains, so she's easy prey for Daru's perversions. Drives me crazy.
穴がきつい
The hole is tight. Huh.
あ
I
な
might
が
not be
ち間違って
entirely
ない
wrong.
おそらくセルンのタイムマシンと同じ原因ね。
Maybe we have the
リフタ
same
ーの
problem
調整が
SERN
うま
has
く
with
できて
their
ない
time
から
machine.
完全には
Since they
得意
can't
点を
fully
裸
control the
にできず
lifter,
そ
they
の
can't
制
make
御を
the
遅れる要因
singularities
が限
perfectly
定される
naked, which limits how much they can send.
唐揚げやバナナはともかく。
Anyway, 6 Japanese or 12 English characters comes out to 12
容量は
bytes.
12バイトだね。
English characters are half width, so they only use 1 byte. But full width Japanese characters use 2. Okay, so that's what her emails meant.
バイトキロバイトじゃなくて
Bytes, not kilobytes?
おーっと。
Oh?
マキセ氏はメカに弱い
So
から。
Urikise's bad with computers?
そうなのか、助手。
Is that so, assistant?
うるさいな
Shut up.
バイトなんて
You
単
don't
位
see
なんて
things
最
measured
近
in
見ない
bytes
から
nowadays,
確認
so
し
I
た
was
だ
just
け
making sure. By the way, 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 byte is 8 bits.
まあ電子メールは本文テキストだけじゃないけどさ。
Well, email isn't just comprised of text. There's more to it, like the sender and receiver's email addresses, the header, and various other things. So, roughly speaking, we can send data in 3 batches of 12 bytes then. By the way, I don't know if using a subject changes anything,
確かに唐揚げやバナナをデジタ
but
ル
I'm pretty sure that chicken and bananas have to be larger than 12
12バイト
bytes.
程度のサイズになるとは思う。
How do you measure a banana in bytes anyway?
塩は一つ一つが小さい
Since each grain of salt is tiny, it's possible they could be converted to less than 12 bytes.
質量が大きいと超重
So,
力に押しつぶ
larger
される
masses get crushed by supergravity.
質量ではないか。
Mass might not be the issue here.
データには
Data doesn't have mass.
いずれにせよ得意点を
In any
裸にで
case,
きていない
since the
時点で
singularity
イベ
isn't
ントホ
naked,
ライゾンを通
the
過せざ
object
る
is
を得な
forced
く
to
て
pass through the event horizon.
そのイベントホライゾ
Inside
ン
the
内
event
では
horizon, space and
空
time
間と
switch
時間の入れ
places,
替わりの影響で
causing the subject that
リング
arrived
上
at the
得意点に
ring
到達した
singularity
被験者
to
は
reach
超
ultra high
高速
speed.
に達している超重力により押しつぶ
The
された
data, crushed and destroyed by supergravity, is shot out of the
ブラ
black
ック
hole
ホールから
ゼリーマンの出来上がりだ。
as a jelly man.
でも質
But
量が
even a
小
small
さければ
mass has to pass through
通り抜けられるとは
supergravity.
思えない
How does it emerge unscathed?
穴がきついのならば
The hole is too
注入
tight.
する電子を増やせば
Then just inject more electrons.
そんな簡単な問題とは思えな
I
い。
don't think it's that
セルンだっ
simple.
てその方法を
I mean,
試したはず。
I'm sure SERN's tried that already.
実験開
And
始か
yet
ら
they
9
haven't
年
gotten
経
any
って
results
も
after
解
9
決
years
できていない。
experiments.
単純に電子の量を
It's
増
not
や
as
せばい
simple as
い
increasing
って
the
わけ
flow
で
of
もないの。
electrons.
そうか
I see.
そもそもセルン
SERN
にはリ
has
フ
a
ターがある
lifter,
けど、
but we don't know what in the phone wave is filling the
そ
same
のリ
role.
フターに代替するもの
Much
が
less how
何
to
なのか
adjust
すら
it.
分かってない。これじゃ
He has a point.
調整以前。
リフターに変わるものがない
We don't know what acts as the lifter,
それは少なくともその代替
but
物
we
の
do
効果によ
know
り
that it has successfully created a path wide enough to send approximately 36 bytes of data through the ring singularity.
よくわかんないよ。
I don't get it. Can't wait for the reboot of the visual novel? Oh, is there gonna be? I thought there was. Wasn't there... Wasn't one of the other ones sort of a reboot or no? I don't know too much about the other ones. Well, welcome in, Momega. Hope you're doing good today, Momega. Mayuri, finished with her chicken, looks at us in confusion.
リング上得意点の入り口である
Think of it like an
内側のイベ
RPG.
ントホライゾ
The
ン
ring singularity, the entrance to the event horizon, is the gate to the Demon Lord's castle. Yeah, confirmed for 2025? I see. Interesting. So that's literally just next year. I should probably look that up then. See what that's about. Thank you for letting me know about that, because I had no idea. Demon Lord? Hundreds of soldiers attack the heavily fortified Demon Lord castle's gate. The soldiers can use the magic called Lifter to force the castle gate open, but they can only keep it open for a moment before it closes. During that moment, only 12 soldiers can break through. The soldiers can only use Lifter magic 3 times. The 36 soldiers who make it through the gate return triumphantly as the heroes who slew the Demon Lord. But the soldiers who were left behind are imprisoned by the Demon Lord's minions. They've taken to the castle's prison cells and turned into slimes. The heroes save them after defeating the Demon Lord, but unfortunately, they go home as slimes.
スライムになって帰ってきた騎士さ
So,
んたちが
the soldiers who went home as slimes are jellymen? Of course, of course. Enjoy your playthrough. Thank you. I appreciate it.
だが例外もある
But there's an exception. The soldiers can combine into a super soldier, with the strength and size of 100 ordinary soldiers. The super soldier has the power to defeat the Demon Lord alone, but since his body is too big, he can't pass through the gate, even when it's opened by Lifter. And so, deprived of his magic's effectiveness, the weakened super soldier is seized by the Demon Lord's underlings and sent home in defeat as a giant slime.
なんだその無茶な設定
Combining soldiers? That's just silly.
図体が大きすぎてはダメ
It's to illustrate that the object can't be too big.
なるほど
I get
す
it.
ごくわかりや
That's
すか
really
った
easy to understand.
そう
It is. Well, good job, Rentaru. You managed to make it clear to her. Way to speak, Mayushi.
オカリンの例えはともかく
It's a dumb metaphor, but I guess it works. At least as an explanation for why things get jellified.
全てマユリの
It's all thanks to Mayuri's hint.
マユシーは役に立ったかな
Mayushi was helpful?
あ
Yeah.
あいいひらめきだった
Great insight, Mayuri.
よかった
でもまだ
But if
仮
it's
説よ
still a
それが
hypothesis,
証明された
it
わけじゃ
hasn't
ない
been proven.
証明ってどうやんの
How would you prove it? With
セルン
human
と同じように
experiments like
人体実験す
SERN?
る
岡部と橋田さんが被験者
If
として志
Okabe
願して
and
くれるのは
Hashida-san
喜
volunteer
ん
as
で
test
実験
subjects,
してあげるけど
I'll happily experiment on you.
人体実験ってなんか
The human experimentation sounds kind of dirty,
性的
if you know what I mean. My god, my guy.
だが断る
But I refuse. I'd rather play the doctor than the subject.
右に同じ
Same here.
いや
No,
性的な意味で
not in the same way he's implying.
バカども
Idiots. Harisu gives us a cold stare and shrugs her shoulders in exasperation.
何度も言うけど
As I keep
問題
saying,
は
the real
あの
problem
電
is
話
what
レ
the
ンジの
phone
ど
wave
こに
uses as a
リフタ
lifter.
ーに代替
それともう一つ
That, and one
な
other
ぜ時間
thing.
帯によって
How come the discharge phenomenon and the dilithification only happen during a certain time frame?
わからないことはあるけど
We may not understand everything, but we've perfected the art of demailing.
ファイナルアンサー
Isn't that our final answer? No?
過去にメールを送れる
Sending mail to the past is amazing, isn't it?
人が直接過去へ飛べるわけじゃ
Though
な
I
いから
guess it's not a real-time machine unless we can send people to the past.
それをやろうとしてセルンほどの研究機関が
Even
失敗
SERN
し
has
続け
failed
て
to
い
send
る
humans through.
タイタンの
If you
例に
believe
よ
what
ると
Titor says, it won't be another, what, 24 years before that's a true time machine? I answer Karisu's sarcastic question with a nod.
確かに今の俺たちでは
Physical time travel is
物理
impossible
的
for
な
us
タイ
at
ム
the
マシンは
moment.
無理かもしれない
We lack the funds and facilities available to SERN.
しかし俺たちはそれでも
And yet,
タイムトラ
we
ベル
have
を
realized a
実現させ
form
た
of time travel.
デ
We've
ータを
sent
過去に
data
送
to
っ
the
たの
past.
この電話レンジはもっとちゃんと
We
検
should
証す
investigate
る
the
べき
phone
ね
wave further. We
何が
need
起き
to
ている
understand what's going
把
on.
握しないと
D メールをもっと
I have some fun ideas for how to use D-Mail.
気持ちはわかるが今日は
I know how you feel, but we can't
もしま
today.
たビルを揺らしたら
If we shake the building
ミスター
again,
ブラウンから
Mr. Braun is sure to blow a gasket. They'll raise the rent or kick us out of the lab. As long as we have electricity, shouldn't we try to move this somewhere out in the open? On some concrete?
詳細な検証は明日以降
We can start experimenting again tomorrow.
だが
But this I will
これだけは
declare
宣
now.
言させてくれ
I step onto the couch and look at each lab mem in turn.
靴脱がなきゃ汚れちゃうよ
You have to take off your shoes. It's dirty.
本日、
Today. What day is it?
今日って何日
8月2日
August 2nd,
2010年
August
8月
2nd.
2日は
2010.
人類史に
Is a
とって
date which will live in
永遠に
infamy.
記憶に残るなぜなら
For on this day, we, the Future Gadget Laboratory, have developed
人タイムマシン開発に
the first successful time machine in the history of mankind.
人類史上初じゃなくね
It's not the first. SERN beat us. It's not the first. SERN beat us.
そもそも開発したとは
And
言え
you
な
can't
い
even say we developed
偶
it.
然使える
It
ように
happened
なっ
by
ただけ
accident.
助手は
It seems that my assistant doesn't know the meaning of the word serendipity.
ペニシリンに
Penicillin, X-ray machine, dynamite. These inventions and more were all born from coincidence. True. A lot of inventions were.
それはそうだけど
I guess.
でも
But, Christian, you said before that time machines don't exist, right? But now you admit they do.
だよ
今のところは
It's just that I have to admit it for now. If we investigate how the phone wave works,
もしかした
it
ら
might
タ
turn
イム
out
マ
to
シ
be
ンと
something
か
that
でも
only
見つか
seems
ない
like
もら
time
い物
travel.
かもしれない
Oh my god, Carol. Oh my god, it's a Carol stream? I just lurked. Alright, welcome in, Mogu. Enjoy the lurk. Hope you're doing good today, Mogu. I was on, Frog's stream earlier. I just didn't say anything, I think. I was just lurking.
どいつもこいつも俺の
Does nobody have any respect for my grand
ペースは払わんとは
declaration?
人類史上初の
Don't complain if I take all the credit for inventing the
史上二番目
first,
かもしれないが
second, whatever,
タイムマシン
time machine in human
開発の
history.
今日の第66回円卓会
The
議は以上
66th Round Table Conference ends here. Dismissed. What do you mean 66?
ちょ今のって円卓
Wait.
会議だったん
That was a round table conference?
しかも
I didn't know that.
66回って
And it's even the 66th.
円卓だ
Gotta
ろうが
let my
何だろう
presence
が
be known for real. I'm having an okay
どうでもいいよ
day so far. Could be worse. I had a chill day. I had a day off from work, so I had a chill day. And also, to be fair, I also lurk because I go through a lot of streams getting all my watch streaks at least. Who cares what kind of table it is? Harisu gets up from her chair and stretches.
帰 って。
I'm gonna go back to my hotel, take a shower, and sleep.
マユシーはもうすぐバイトなの
Mayushi has to go to work soon. I'm incredibly tired too. Let's just sleep today. But when I lie down, I find myself unable to sleep. Though part of me is still frightened by the dark secrets we've uncovered, the curiosity and excitement are too much to bear. We've built a machine that can send emails to the past. It's like a dream, but it's real, and it's ours. As I start thinking of ways to use it, my imagination spreads out to infinity, driving the last vestiges of fear from my mind. I'm standing in absolute darkness. How long have I been here? I can't remember. I can't move. I can't feel. I can't see. The world is empty.
何もないんじゃない。
No, not empty. A voice resounds in the blackness, as if whispering in my ear, as if screaming from far away, as if dozens of people around me are speaking at once. Where am I?
ここは
You
イベントホライゾンを
are
超えた
beyond
場
the
所。
event horizon,
時間と空間の役割
where
が
time and space
入れ
switch
替わった
places.
場所。
Suddenly, the darkness is dispelled. An ocean of stars fill the heavens. The sight is breathtakingly beautiful. However, one point in space lacks stars. I notice that point. I stare at that point. My body starts to fall. I'm falling through the sea of stars. No, not falling. I'm being pulled. Pulled into a rift of utter darkness from which not even light can escape. In an instant, my consciousness has exceeded the speed of light. Stars flash past and vanish from sight. Light itself is but dust in my wake. Logic screams that this cannot be. Nothing can move faster than light. That would contradict the theory of relativity.
あんたは移動なんて
You
していない
aren't moving. That voice again. It comes from behind, overtaking my faster-than-light consciousness. At the same time, it seems to lie in wait at my destination. Why do I hear Christina's voice? You know, I don't recognize her voice too well, so I didn't even know that it was her voice. I just happened to be using the same voice that I use for her.
あんたは
You
移動
aren't
なんて
moving.
していない。
I wonder if being pulled into a black hole would really feel like this. I don't think it would. I think it would be very bad. Although, to be fair, it would hopefully be very quick, I hope. Those same words.
言ったはず。
Remember what I said.
空
Here,
間と時間の
space and
役割
time
が
switch places.
入れ替わっあんたは
You
空
can't
間を
move
移動
through
することは
space,
できない。あんたの時間が
but your time is stretching out to eternity.
引き伸ばされているのよ。
Ah, I see. I accelerate. I can hardly breathe. It feels like something is crushing my body.
あんたの1秒は
1 second for
私
you,
には永遠
an
と
eternity for me.
遠くから観測している
As
私
I
には
observe you from a distance, I see you as a still
停止
object.
しているようにしか見えない。
Does that mean, I wonder, is this a version of Harisu as someone who's in this space? From one of the other world lines? I fall. I'm pulled. To the depths of the dark. Or perhaps to the end of the universe. But even beyond the speed of light, I'll never reach it. Am I looping? No, that's not it. Is the end running away from me? That's not it either. Stretching. What is stretching? Space? Me?
振り返ってはいけない。
Don't look back.
永遠は
Eternity is not infinite.
永遠へ向かって
Time stretches towards
時間が伸ばされ
eternity.
続けようとも終わりは存在する。
Yet it has an end. Something approaches. It approaches slowly, a stark contrast to the stars flashing past. Is it really approaching? It looks like it's standing still. Its slowness gives it that illusion. I don't know what it is, but it is something.
イベントホライゾン。
The event horizon. I try to reach towards it, but my hand won't move.
振り返ってはいけない。
Don't look back.
そこには
You will see only yourself, trapped in a second stretched out to eternity. Oh, like Hypercube? Like Portal? I'm slowing to a stop, but still I keep falling. The end never comes. The end is never the end, the is never the end. As an asymptotic approach to zero. When will this second pass?
時間と空間の役割は
Time and space have switched places. A second stretched out to infinity. 1 second becomes 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds becomes 0.01 seconds. 0.01 seconds becomes 0.001 seconds. 0.0001 seconds. And so on, and so on. Yes, I get it. When will I arrive? Gradually, time shortens. Gradually, my perception of time lengthens.
前を向いて
I heard that time gets wrapped near a black hole until the singularity point where eventually time barely moves. Yeah, that is what they were... Well, I guess that's what this one is saying. Face forward. Struggle on. No matter how close I get, I can never reach.
魔王の城門へ
To the Demon Lord's gate. That threw me off a bit. So, she is someone where I've given that speech to before. Suddenly, her words take on an amused tone. The Demon Lord's gate.
あんたは鍵を持ってい
You
る
don't have the key.
だから
You
城
can't
門
pry it
を
open.
こじ開けられず
I try to shout, but my mouth won't move. I mustn't look back.
魔王の手下に捕らえられ
You will be captured by the Demon Lord's minions. Oh god, my eyes. Flashbang. Pictures from the Jellyman's report flicker through my brain. My body. I hit my
振り
phone.
返ってはいけない
Don't look back. I want to look back. I want to go back. I can't look back. I can't go back. I face towards the thing. I face the future of becoming a Jellyman. While frozen for eternity. Hey, I'm back. Roused by a melody, I slowly open my eyes. Instead of an ocean of stars, I see the lab's familiar ceiling. Ugh. What a bad dream. It's bright out. What time is it? My phone is ringing. It says I have mail. So it is August the 3rd. This must be what woke me up. I stare blankly at my phone's flickering display. My mind and body feel like lead. I don't want to move. I don't want to think. My phone rings again, signaling another email. But instead of checking it, I lie back down on the sofa and... That's not true. Okay, it is true. There is a reserved knock on the door. Next comes a muffled voice. I couldn't quite catch what was said, but it sounded like a woman's voice. Okay, well there's 3 possibilities. We have Karisu, which I'm going to say probably not. Could be Waifu, Suzuha, or it could be Shining Finger. I feel like Shining Finger, because we gave her the address and she hasn't shown up yet. Don't tell me. Is it the person who's been sending these mails? There's only one person who'd send me mails with such frequency. Shining Finger! I get up from the sofa, annoyed. I check the clock. It's 9 a.m. I slept for over 15 hours. No wonder I feel so lethargic. I stifle a yawn as I unlock the door. When I open the door, I see Shining Finger, Kiryu, Mocha, standing there, looking down at her phone. I am terrible at pronouncing their names. Sorry. I was asleep. Her expression doesn't change, but she bows her head slightly. Can I just read her email, please? Okay, wow. I came like you said, Okabe. You promised to show me the IBN 5100, remember? Are you there? Your windows are open and the lights are on. If you're there, could you open the door? I'm out front. Are you asleep? Ignoring me, maybe? I'm climbing the stairs now. Please reply. Are you pretending to be out? I'm coming to the door. I was going to knock, but the hallway's dark and scary. I'm afraid something will jump out if I make any noise. Did you go out? Where are you? Are you still in Akihabara? I'm gonna knock, okay? If you're there, respond, okay? I guess that's her way of saying sorry. I guess I can't just leave her standing there. I reluctantly invite her in, then shut the door and collapse back onto the sofa. I'm still half asleep. I went to the trouble of inviting her in, but Mocha just stands in the corner of the room. You're covered in sweat. I just had a little taste of what it's like to be in a particle drifting through space. That was one hell of a nightmare. Maybe I'm more shocked by the truth of SERN's experiments than I thought I was. At any rate, I'm still drowsy. My vision's a little blurry, too. I feel like yawning again. I fail to stifle it this time. So you came to see the IBN 5100. She nods. Then she starts entering something on her phone. Okay, here it comes. We're face to face. Why is she sending me mail? I've never seen anyone act like this before. Or maybe this is the curse of the Esper power known as Shining Finger. Use it too much, and you lose the ability to talk normally. I'm reading it. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it. Her shoulders twitch. I'd feel like an idiot exchanging emails when you're standing right in front of me. Besides, I don't have the energy to reach each and every mail right now. Speak. What happened? Didn't you acknowledge how insensitive you were before? What happened to that? But instead of speaking, she just stares at her phone. I see her cheeks faintly stiffen. She's probably daunted by my aura of madness. Whatever you say, Junie. Understandable. I am the harbinger of chaos, after all. Mwahahaha! Is it okay? Oh, now she's talking. Too bad I don't understand what she means. Is what okay? Does she mean to check the IBN? I don't miss the way she quickly scans the room. Please show me the IBN 5100. Fine, but just look. After you look, you leave. Okay? I won't sell or lend it to her, no matter what. I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure if she offered you millions, you would. That machine is critical to our hacking operation against SERN, the enemy. She bites her lip. But she soon nods faintly. I need some water. I open the curtains to the development room. Off to the side is the cardboard box with the IBN 5100 inside. It's in that cardboard box over there. I point to it by jerking my chin. She slowly walks up to the cardboard box, takes a breath, and peeks inside. Okay, I am reading this. You said I could come, look, remember? Ah. Her eyes instantly light up. She stares at the machine in fascination. Maybe she's not only a male demon, but also a retro PC maniac. Or maybe she's even a pervert with a retro PC fetish. I don't know why your mind went to there. No way. I don't want to live in the same world as perverts of that level. Okay. After staring at the IBN 5100 for a few moments, she starts cheerfully typing out a mail. What an annoying woman. It's probably not worth the effort to read the email. I want to take a picture. No unauthorized photographs. First, show me the camera you're going to use. Unless I place strict restrictions on photographs, she might snap my picture when I'm not paying attention. I'm being chased by the organization. I can't expose my face to the media. She stops moving once I give her my instructions. Just place the camera you're going to use on that shelf so I can see it. Okay? No funny business. She silently places her phone on the shelf. But she doesn't let go. She keeps her hand on it. That's it? You're going to use your phone camera? She nods, still expressionless. I thought she was doing a magazine article, but if she's using her phone, something tells me she's not very good at her job. How dare you? Don't doubt her. Or maybe she's so nervous about interviewing me that she forgot her camera. At any rate, I'm starting to feel sorry for her. Alright, you can take as many pictures as you want, but on one condition. No face shots. If you take a picture of me, I'll have no choice but to silence you. I don't want your picture.
顔は
Oh. He starts shooting the IBN 5100. She doesn't even glance at the great Hyoen Kiyoma. She may act like she doesn't care, but I can tell she's waiting for me to lower my guard. She can't deceive these eyes of mine. A picture of me is worth millions to the right people. Given her stalker-like behavior, it seems safe to assume that I am the true focus of her interests. Would you stop? But I won't be exposed so easily. I feel sorry for her, but I can't let the organization find me. I've been on the run for so long that caution has become habit. Leave no trace of where you've been. Stay vigilant around the clock. That's how you stay alive. I keep my guard up, ready to respond with lethal force should she attempt to take my picture. But 5 minutes later, and she's still focused on the IBN 5100. It's like I'm not even in the room. She dares attack my pride? A fearsome opponent indeed. Really, dude? Damned if she doesn't, damned if she does. "30 minutes later, she's still taking pictures. The period between shutter sounds has lengthened, but she's still adjusting her angle for every shot. Her expression is completely serious. Come on, it's a computer, not a supermodel. I watch her work from the lounge as I munch on a breakfast banana. I would have preferred to get something from the convenience store, but I didn't want to leave her alone. I know the IBN 5100 is too heavy for her to carry, but still, there's no telling what this fanatic will do if I let her out of my sight. Suddenly I get another mail. What is it this time? It's so absurd that I have to go along with her tedious mail talk. It's probably just another worthless mail from Mocha. If she wants to assert herself, then she should speak up. After staring at me for several seconds, she grabs the cardboard box and starts to lift. What are you doing? Hey, hold it right there. What are you doing?
持って帰ろうと
What do you mean taking it home? Taking it home? Like hell you are. Who said you could? Fortunately, she's much too weak to lift the behemoth of a computer. You know, it would be smart of her to put in the text message, "Don't respond if you want me to, if I'm allowed to take this."
メールの返事が
You didn't reply to my mail. What? Wait, did she actually do that? I quickly checked the most recent mail. Borrow the 5100, can I? No, you cannot. Since you're not replying, I guess that means I can borrow it. Thanks. So if I don't reply, that means it's okay. I see the logic behind... No! That argument's just irrational. She really tried that? I mean, some respect for the persistence, but... She's still clinging to the cardboard box. Step away from the machine. She listens to me and reluctantly stands up. Now listen well. The Phantom Retro PC, the IBN 5100, has chosen me, Hyoen Kiyoma, as its contractual master. That's the undeniable truth. Not even God can change this decision, for it is the choice of Steins Gate. Besides, I'm only borrowing the IBN 5100's power. When I'm done with it, I'm returning it to its original owner. Okay, this time we're responding. Who's the original owner? Tell me. Stop with the mails already. I can't tell you. I swore a blood oath to maintain secrecy and protect the original owner from those who desire the IBN 5100. I mean, anything could happen. She might seduce Luca's dad, for instance, and get him to lend her the IBN 5100. And then I couldn't complain if she took it away. I must avoid that situation at all costs. Of course, I don't think Mocha can seduce anyone with her personality. And since Luca's dad has a wife and kids, I don't think he'd fall easily either. I don't know. I feel like she's a possible second place for me. Tell me where you found it, right? I'm probably just thinking too much. Mocha, meanwhile, is staring at the floor in what I assume is defeat. I am not without sympathy for your plight. I formed a contract with the IBN 5100 for my own goals. After I achieve those goals, you can negotiate with the original owner to form a contract of your own. When I return the IBN 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine, Ragnarok will be over, and the fate of the world will have already been decided. And when Ragnarok is over, whether it ends in victory or defeat, my life as Hyoen Kiyoma will be... No. Forget what I said. This is no time to be thinking about the future. After all, my future is already... so edgy. Anyway, where was it? Are you serious, woman? Jeez. I had some good angst going there. She's just oblivious to the mood. The IBN 5100 was at You... What? What happened to... Are you serious? Yanabayashi's shrine. Just then, I hear the sound of the door opening. He twitches. I look into the lounge and see Daru, wiping the sweat off his brow with a towel as he comes in. Guten Morgen. You sure are early. Ever since university went into summer break, Daru has been coming to the lab in the morning less and less. But then again, he's also been staying up all night more and more. I went to bed early. Woke up at 5 this morning. Man, it's hot. It's not supposed to be this hot in the morning. Oh? Oh? Okarin, who's this sexy 3D woman? Let me introduce you. This is Shining Finger. Kiryu Mocha. Shining Finger? Does her hand glow with an awesome power? No, but she's definitely an Esper. An Esper? That's stupid. Watch her type. You'll see. Well, whatever. Welcome to the lab, Kiryushi. Even though Daru bowed his head, she doesn't so much as look at him. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to give her your email. She's now looking down at her phone. Not that she ever really looked away. Daru turns red. What magnificent ignore skill. Are you looking down on me because I'm a fat-ass Oda? You're a mainstream woman, aren't you? Right, I forgot he's a masochist. Mocha. This is my favorite right arm. Super Haka, Daru. She lowers her chin imperceptibly. Was that supposed to be a bow? Her expression hasn't changed at all. Everything Daru says flows cleanly through one ear and out the other. And she was so eager to meet the Super Haka before. Hey, Okarin, did you do something to her? Like what? We were just taking pictures. Pictures? Pictures? So you're gonna blackmail her and force her to be our sex toy? Bro. Stop applying arrow logic to reality. My bad. Daru's jokes aren't helping. Oh, right. I thought of some upgrades we could make to the phone wave.
改良
Like what? Oh, hey, Batman guy. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good today. You know how it's a huge pain in the ass to send emails to the past.
おお
Yeah.
それをもっと簡単にできる
I
よう
want
に
to simplify that
あ
process.
それと
Oh, and also make it possible to forward from the phone wave's dedicated phone.
転送とは具体的には
What do you mean?
今は D メールの
Right now, you can only send a Dmail to the phone attached to the phone wave, right? That's right. In yesterday's experiments, my phone was attached to the phone wave named subject to change's socket. So my inbox got flooded with Dmails.
それって結構不便じゃん
That's pretty inconvenient. If we give the phone wave's dedicated phone a forwarding function, we can use it to send emails to any number we want.
改良にはどれぐらいかかる
How long will that upgrade take?
2,3 時間じゃね
2 or 3 hours? That's if you help me, though.
わかった
Understood. I'll help.
OK
Okay. Daru really is reliable. I walk up to him with my head raised for a high five. With my hand raised for a high five. But he completely ignores it. Sits on the sofa, begins eating.
だ
Damn it. Pay attention, Daru. I slowly lower my hand. Whatever. Once the upgrades are complete, we'll gather the lab mems and begin discussing serious D-mail use. Are we forgetting someone? It's time to think about the practical applications of sending mail to the past. Another mail? Yes. Guess who? You said something about sending emails to the past, didn't you? What does that mean? Tell me. Daru, you idiot. How could you make such a basic mistake? You made the same mistake. And technically you made it twice. Mocha, whose eyes have never once left her phone, is now staring straight at me. I need to talk my way out of this somehow. She may just be a part-timer, but she's still a journalist of sorts. If she learns that we've built the world's first time machine, there's no way we'll be able to keep it under wraps. The organization is sure to find out. I can't let that happen.
聞き間違いだ
You misheard us.
いい
No. She shakes her head.
えはっきり聞こえた
I know what I heard. Mocha's pretty persistent. I know that because of her mail attacks. She won't let me escape so easily. What should I do? In frustration, I put my phone to my ear.
俺だ
It's
まずい
me.
ことになった
There's a problem.
いやそうじゃない
No, not that.
1号機の情報が
Information on number 8 got leaked to a third party.
だ
Yeah, I
分
know.
かっている
I need to do
なんとかす
something.
るさ場合によっては
Depending on the situation, I may have to silence her. Yeah, I know.
機関に
We
知られ
can't let the organization know about this.
これが
Stein's Gate seems to enjoy sending trouble my way.
やりきれないな
Don't worry. My seat in hell can wait until Ragnarok
安
is
全
over.
な L 不正
Alisai Kongru. I put my phone in my pocket and turned back to Mocha.
誰と電話を
Who was that?
お前には関係ない
It doesn't concern you. She looks down and begins typing another mail. FB? Are you FB? What the hell does that mean? I don't know. Are you FB? Since she didn't include her usual signature, does that mean she was in a hurry? Her expression didn't change at all, though. Are you... If only it was an R. For real? Anyway, I disregard the mail's contents and take one step towards Mocha. She makes no attempt to escape. I'm standing between her and the door. Hear you. You must swear to protect our secret, or die. Choose now. No time to think it over. No alternatives either. You have learned our secret, and now you must pay the price. You'll kill me. Only if you try to go public. Underestimate the insane mad scientist, Hyo and Kiyoma. At your... Are you at it again, Okarin? Daru's standing behind me. I turn around in surprise. Kiryushi, was it? Okarin's kinda crazy, so it's okay to ignore him when he talks like this. Can't you see what's going on, Super Haka? Imbecile! Because of your careless tongue, she found out that the phone wave named subject to change is a time machine. Okay, no she didn't. She just wanted to know what the hell you were talking about. She had maybe suspicions, maybe. Maybe. You're the one who just confirmed it. Time machine. That was pretty careless too. This is awful. Everything that could go wrong has. How do I recover? First, I need to silence Mo. Oh, great. Good morning! Okarin! Mayushi wants to warm up some chicken before you start the time travel experiments. Oh, I saw it drop to my knees. I dropped to my knees in utter despair. We're finished. It's impossible to talk our way out of this one. Yeah, if you try to threaten her again, talking about killing her, Mayushi's not gonna have it. Kiryu, I'll tell you everything, and I have a favor to ask. Tremble, right arm of mine. By the covenant I command thee, come forth, hellfire of darkest black. Fulfill my desire for ultimate destruction. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay, real dramatic, huh? I pull hard with both my arms, tearing the microwave door free with a terrible screech. The screws were loosened, but it sounds like I might have broken something too. Well, whatever. Now I can't warm up any more chicken. This isn't a microwave anymore. It's a time machine. That's not fair. Go buy a new microwave, Okarin. I don't have that kind of money. Besides, this was Daru's idea. Removing the microwave door means we don't have to open it every time we want to send a D-mail. Daru is currently reprogramming the microwave so that it won't stop when the door is open. He's already programmed the forwarding of feature. Don't take pictures. We didn't say you could. She takes a picture with her phone. I cover the lens with my hand. I told you no pictures. In commemoration. Of what? Anyway, no pictures. Oh, hey, Bun. Welcome in. Did you just wake up, Bun? Mocha complies. Actually, here, let me... Bun Cyan. And also, honestly, I didn't do one for Mako. There we go. I registered her as Lab Mem number 5, just a bit earlier. There was a choice between letting her leak word of the time machine or forcing her to join our group. I reluctantly chose the latter. Yes, you just woke up? I see. Morning. Hope you had a good sleep. Yeah. I've gone soft. The old me would have killed her without a second thought. If you say so. Who's sending us mail? I guess it's not going to show us her lifting her hands to type, but is she sent? She's standing right next to me, but my monologue has no effect. Looks like she wants to ask me something. What are you asking me? That's not you, that's Luca. And Luca sent something. There are only 2 or 3 types in the box. I'll send you a picture. If you want any, please tell me. I'll bring them over. Yes, I did 10 practice swings. Cool. Let me see the, I see. So it's just the same thing? You said there was variety. Our character. Our character said that there was a lot of different versions of this thing, didn't he? But it's only one version in the entire box? Great. Oh, never mind. I take it back. I'll take the orange one. Actually, black and orange. Not the cow. Is that a Moorog? What is it? Is it really a time machine? Yes, you'll see. But you can't tell anyone, okay? She nods. Alright. Program complete. Ah, shit.
それじゃあ
Harisu, lying on the sofa, looks up from the technical manual she was reading. She got here about 30 minutes ago. So now we're all here. Then let's resume the experiments. But won't the manager scold us again? Heh. Don't worry. Yesterday, I made this promise with Mr. Braun. I swear there won't be any more shaking today. I did notice that. I didn't say anything about it, but I did notice that he said the word today. In other words, the no shaking promise only applied yesterday. So since today is yesterday's tomorrow, we can shake it all we want. That is not how that works. That doesn't settle anything. Why are you so confident is a mystery to me. In other words, Christina, you want me to erase Mr. Braun? No! Besides, I don't think a wimp like you stands a chance against him. He's so muscly. Unfortunately, it's impossible to experiment without shaking the building. I have no choice but to negotiate with Mr. Braun somehow. The other 4 members look at me in anticipation. Are they planning to sacrifice me? Is this the choice of Steins Gate? But how do I... While trying to think of a way to avoid talking to the manager, I wander over to the window and look outside. Are we going to see waifu? We are. Who the hell's that? But that's waifu. The street below is mostly empty. A girl is polishing her bicycle in front of the building. A much younger girl is squatting next to her, watching her work. They're alone. Are they related? They do have the same eye color. Oh wait, or is that Mr. Braun's daughter? Oh wait, whose eye color does she have? Wait, what is her eye color? What does Suzu's eye color look like? I forget. Because now I'm wondering about the eye color of Mr. Braun. I can only see the backs of their heads from here, but I know who they are. Hey, you! Part-time warrior. When I call her, Suzuha looks left and right while wiping the sweat off her brow, before finally looking up here. Okay, so it's the manager. She has the manager's eyes. That's who I was thinking of. I forgot whose eyes I was thinking of. Sup? The girl beside her also looks up. This cute little girl is Tennoji Nei, Mr. Braun's only daughter. Looks like she came to play with her father today. I've always wondered how it's possible for such a muscular man to spawn such a cute girl. What do you mean? It's a child. And like he had to be with a woman who's... Well, even if the woman was that muscular, it's... What do you mean? Nei bows her head when we make eye contact. I return the nod, then call out to Suzu. What are you doing there? Can't you tell? I'm polishing my bicycle. Aren't you working today? Of course I am. Why else would I be here? You're polishing your bicycle even though you're at work? I mean, I guess the store barely has any customers. To put it bluntly, was there even a need for a part-timer? What? Is she still tinkering with that bike of hers? I can hear Karisu's sour voice from inside the lab. I'm guessing 30 minutes ago she passed by her and she was polishing the bike and... What, did she glare at you? She was there when I came in, glaring at me. I called it. Looks like they're still fighting. Hey, part-time warrior. Where's Mr. Braun? He's out. Mr. Braun? Who's that? The manager of that junk shop you work at. It's not a junk shop, it's a CRT specialty shop. My assistant's so picky. Junk shop was just a joke to add a little Hyoin Kiyoma spice to the mix. Oh, so that's who you meant. Daddy's name isn't Mr. Braun. The little girl diligently corrects us on her father's name. She must not get the joke. The boss is on a service trip. I don't think he'll be back for a while. What? Is that true? Well, that would explain why he hired you then. Wait, what does that say? Something Fisher? Is that a B or a G? Gary Fisher? Or Barry Fisher? It looks... I can't quite see the first letter. It feels like an A-R-Y. I definitely see a Y. Actually, now that I look at this might not be Fisher. I see the S-H-E-R. I don't see the I. It's true. I wouldn't be slacking off like this otherwise. Nay, don't tell the boss I said that, okay? Then let me ride your bicycle. It's a blessing from the gods. I give my gratitude to part-time warrior and shift my attention back inside. You heard her. This must be the choice of Steins Gate. Mr. Braun is currently absent. In other words, we can experiment to our heart's content. That doesn't solve the problem, you know. I'm telling you, it's the choice of Steins Gate. Whatever. I want to try out the phone wave. Second edition, version 1.03. Second attention versus erosion?
セカンドエディションバージョン
Second edition, version 1.03. How did we get to 103?
そんなやぼったい言い方はよせ。
Enough of your unsophisticated names. The upgraded version shall be known as the Heavenly Merry-Go-Round.
名前なんてどうでもいい
The
だろ。
name doesn't
いいから
matter.
実験を。
Let's just start the experiment. The sound of a camera interrupts our quarrel. Mocha has her phone pointed at us. How many times have I told her not to take pictures?
楽しそうだったから。
You look like you were having fun. Mayuri smiles happily. Daru doesn't react. Harisu turns away in a huff.
そんなわけない。
Hardly.
少な
I'm
くとも
fed up with
私
these
は
people and their
この
fooling
サークル
around.
のノリにうんざり。
それにしてもこの助手
This assistant is such a tsundere.
誰がツンデレだ。
Who are you calling a tsundere?
おおマキセして
Oh.
ツンデレの意味わかるん
Mikase si. Makise chi. You know what a tsundere means?
知らないわよ。
No.
どう見ても知っているな。
I think you do. It's written all over your face.
うん
Harisu bites her lip. So she is familiar with otaku culture. I wonder how she got that knowledge while living in America.
早く実験を。
Experiment, please. Mocha's tired of waiting. She's shown great interest in the time machine ever since we told her the truth. Of course, I made her promise never to write an article about it. I threatened to take her phone away if she breaks her oath. And I think that's actually a good stopping point. It's been just about 3 hours. It is 1 minute away from midnight for me. I think that's good. I'll call it there. I shall find someone to raid on Twitch. We have Clouds. We have Alice. We have Chewy. Choo-Choo. We have Yukito. It's been a long time since I did Chew. I guess we can do Chew. Start raid. Raid message for not for followers. Raid message for subs. Go ahead and grab one of those and we can say hi to Chew. Let me make sure it works. It does. Alright, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. For those who were in chat and those who were just lurking. I appreciate it as always. I hope you all have a good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you guys. And I shall see you all in the next one. Tomorrow I will be doing probably a pretty long stream. I'll be doing two different games, because both of them are anomaly games. We have to find something that's wrong and go either forward or back or whatever. Though I think one of them works a little differently from that, but basically it's the same as Exit 8, if anyone knows that game. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow for Spooky Game Sunday. So see you all later. Bye everyone.